Yeah, I'll put that there. That looks like a good spot. Ooh. Alright. Not played this before. See how it goes. New game. Far east lies something. Land brimming with golden palaces and sparkling jewels. Kublai Khan, ruler of the Mongol Empire, sent a large army there, but the warriors used miraculous stones to put up a strong defense. Travels of Marco Polo. The stones were miraculous. My apartment is just cold enough to make this uncomfortable. I've heard this is a Souls-like game, and I don't play those, so this is gonna be different. Something different. Okay, we're in a prison, starts like any other RPG, that's about right. You there. I've seen you. In my dreams. Hey look, it's Geralt. Playing The Witcher now. Grizzled, white-haired man. Death comes for you.
It seems death won't stop chasing me.
Death comes for you. Why? Okay. A dodges us a little bit. Wow. That man just does not give a shit though.
Run when I had the chance.
Ah! Fuck, your sword does lots of damage. Fuck. One death. We have a stamina bar. We need to remember we have a stamina bar. Right. Go that way.
Hey, what are you doing?
Yeah. Fuck you. Out stamina again. Yeah. Beat the fuck out of that guy.
I guess yourself is your only savior.
Good, we have a big fucking sword now. Oh good, it's one of those games that doesn't actually pause. Great. That's never a problem, ever. We have feet. Melee weapon too. Can we dual wield? We cannot. But we got shoes for our feet. Alright, I'm gonna check something real quick. My Discord made a noise. Alright, fuck. There we go. Oh, it does pause. If I just alt tab, that's good to know. We have medicine. The coward's way out. Box. Kick everything open. Good. Coat. Ooh, that's a nice coat. Sneaky button. Okay, we can, in fact, lock crossbow bolts. It's good to know. We open this door. Okay, we can't open that door. It's locked on the other guy. Whoa. Oh, fuck. He took a big swing. Good, you can watch me fail at this shit. We have pants? Goodness, we have clothes now. Big fucking hole. I don't like this music. Very ominous. Also, if you're messaging me in Discord, I can't see that shit. I can see chat. Hold up, maybe I can. Might be able to see it over on the phone. What did praying here do? Feels like it's a bonfire mechanic. That's the wrong Discord channel. Boop. Boop. No. There's no voice chat on Twitch. I'm gonna go fuck with these guys, maybe? There's a couple of them, though. Okay, we're fucking with these guys. I like this, how quickly he moves. I like that. You could call me on Discord if you wanted. Like, that's an option. But then all of Twitch will hear you. Where am I going? Alright, we're definitely down in this room. We can't go through that door. That's where we prayed. Up. And up. Alright. Tab out. Alright. Oh, shit. Hold up. Hello?
So you can hear me?
Yep, I just gotta tab back over to Streamlabs. Alright.
Alright, we good?
Yep. You might hear me twice. Unless you mute the stream.
There's only a limited amount of
Yeah, I work from home, so it's kind of used to that, honestly.
Fair.
But yeah, this is, it's kind of Souls-like. I kind of hate the word Souls-like, because, you know,
Yeah.
it kind of, like, applies to so many things. But this is, I would say, you know how Souls is more of a defense-oriented game?
Once tomorrow's execution takes place,
Sorry, I'm listening
we
to
will
this.
get our hands on a compass that will lead us to that Amrita.
I guess creepy looking.
With enough Amrita,
Yeah, he's a bad guy.
Nope.
Spain, perhaps even
If you didn't tell by him being almost naked and wearing dark colors, he's the bad guy.
I'm what?
Is near.
One of those voices is Admiral Zhao.
But
Or
our
Oz.
beloved queen
It's almost Ozai.
has nothing more than gold or gemstones.
It's almost Mark Hamill's
We
Ozai.
must find them
from
before our
Avatar.
nation's rivals do.
Maybe he was channeling him.
You will go to Japan.
That
It seems it would be to our
that is straight up
to keep the wars
channeling
alive.
some Ozai.
We cannot gain
It's super
Amrita
distracted. Okay,
if
what were you
blood
saying?
Does not flow.
But yeah, you know how Souls tends to be more defense-oriented?
Yeah.
Hey, who are you?
This is similar in vein to Bloodborne. You know, the attacks are quicker, faster. It's more offense-oriented more than
Yeah.
anything. There's
Here's
different
what
play styles, but yeah,
About it.
yeah. But the good thing is because so this is the prologue, but after this you start getting into other mechanics. Like after every swing, that little stamina bar, if you time it correctly, you can do something to regain your stamina, allowing you to do more attacks. So again, it's like Bloodborne. It incentivizes you to be like, kill it till it's dead, basically.
Ooh. Nah, I like the sword. Cute sword.
There's actually, let's see if I can remember all the weapons, because it's a game I'm still currently playing. I beat it, but I'm doing New Game Plus. There's swords, there's hammers, there's kasurigamis, that's the chain and sickle type things.
Yeah.
What else? Spears, and tonfas.
So
And
the most I've seen of this series was actually the second game. And there's like a big demon form thing. Is that a thing in this one?
No, there's not. There is a sort of super meter. Basically, you get these things that are like spirits, and then like you'll still like surround you, and your weapon will be imbued with them, and you'll be able to basically use the attacks of like that. But there's no, or you'll be able to call them, and like they have like sort of like phantasmal attacks essentially. But no, there's no super shredder here.
Okay. So did I just respawn all these enemies by going to that prayer thing?
Yeah. Every time it goes ahead and respawns enemies.
Okay, so it is literally a Dark Souls bonfire.
Yeah, essentially. Except a few differences is that that's where you do everything. You know, that's where you level yourself up, you change stuff. It's, you know,
yeah, that's
kind of
still
like
a bonfire.
Dark Souls. Yeah.
That's still the bonfire. There's. Okay.
But I like the aesthetic because they're like shrines because you're gonna go to Japan, so it's shrines, so it kind of fits the overall aesthetic of the game.
Yeah.
Which I don't know the aesthetic of, like, I've played every single Dark Souls, and if you ask me what the game is about, I'm like, I have no idea. Like I'm that meme that you showed.
That people are like, oh, the lore is so rich. It's like, yeah, but you have it's rewarding because you have to find all of it, and I get that, but
I don't feel like finding it all.
Yeah. Honestly, I just wanted a fucking map. The whole time I played Dark Souls, I'm like, can I have a map? Can I see where I'm going?
Yeah. The weird thing is, I have a friend, and he has like, I don't know what it's called. I think like he just calls it map dyslexia. So it's where like he just can't read maps. Like he literally like just cannot read maps at all. Like he has like map dyslexia.
So like the worst road trip friend.
Essentially, like that's why like he loved the Shin Megami Tensei 4 because the bottom screen, it was an auto map, so he could see where he's going. Because if you have a game where it's like it shows you a map and then like it leaves, he will get lost. You can't tell him go north like 3 blocks and like west, like it just can't work for him. But somehow for Dark Souls, he's like, yeah, dude, I know every nook and cranny of everything.
Because you have to learn everything. You have to learn the whole thing. There's no actual map. Yeah. Like at no point do they're like, hey, this is where you are in relation to this place. Where the fuck am I going?
And just hug the walls. You're supposed to go outside and then go back inside and go to the top of the tower, and then you're gonna find a big beefy boy. And unfortunately, you have to kill him. You can't, be like, hey, how's it going?
So, here's the shrine. We found this again.
Don't pray to it though.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. So. Yeah, like for instance, there's some games where I will go above and beyond, like Silent Hill. I read the facts. I was on the Silent Hill forums. I was like, what does each demon represent? For Dark Souls, I cannot will myself to like learn about each.
Which is weird, because like there's so much there that someone like you do in-depth games. Dark Souls should be your bread and butter.
It should be, but like I just could not care less. I'm just like, I'm basically that meme you show me. I don't know where I am. I just know I gotta kill stuff.
Yeah, I mean that's how I was playing Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, so
when I started
what I do like about Nioh, it happens. What I do like about Nioh is that there is an actual story behind it. So like,
where am I going?
Okay, so yeah, you're there. Keep going. No, go. Turn the opposite way. Yes. No, go. Turn again.
This is a Japan room. I went in here.
Okay, so.
This is the room where the guy talked about Japan.
Yeah. So just keep going, because that was the right direction. The room with the guy talked about Japan.
Yeah. That's this room.
And then I'm pretty sure you're supposed to drop down.
Into the, like, over here, this thing here?
No, over there.
This is the only drop down.
No, there's another drop down. Go to the right. Right there, see there's a drop down. Yeah. No, you see there's like the ledge broken. You see the ledge was broken?
I can't see shit.
Jesus
The
Christ.
screen
But yeah,
is
okay,
so... There's no ledge.
okay, so no, there was a ledge, but it was broken. You might have to turn off the brightness of this game. It does get pretty dark in some places.
Alright.
Okay, so go right.
No. I'm not doing this dark ass shit.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like you probably need
How
to
do
go
I-
ahead and
Adjust it until they're the same.
just crank it to the max, honestly, because I know you have shit eyesight.
Yeah. I do. Oh my god,
Just
that's
like, I
so
can't-
much easier to fucking see. Ugh, alright.
It looked the same to me. Maybe it's so weird. So okay, go back to I was saying the original spot.
That's Japan room. It's here.
No, Japan room was over there.
Yeah, no, this is Japan room.
That's just a hallway.
No.
That's
this-
Japan room.
Yeah, that's
Now
what I'm saying.
go right.
This way?
Now you see, no, go to the left. See, there's a spot you can jump down. No, you just passed it.
There's nothing in this room.
Yeah, it's the room next. It's like
Yeah.
right next to you.
This room.
No. Okay, so go back to the room where go back to the Japan room.
Alright,
We're
this
gonna do
Japan.
Yeah, you see, you can jump down from there.
What?
You didn't see that like little giant alcove? You can jump down from there.
Jump down from where?
Okay.
I see this. I see that ledge.
Yes. Go from the top to the bottom. Just jump.
Jump down this.
Yes.
That's what I've been
You
saying.
will not die.
That was the one I was
Well, now
asking
it's
about.
Well, now it's easier to see.
Yeah. Yeah, but I was
Leave
down
effect.
here already.
Yeah, but there's like a door.
Yeah, I opened this.
Okay, but to the left? I'm pretty sure you just passed the door. No, other direction.
This door?
No, there's... I'm pretty sure in the room you were in, there was a door on the opposite side. The other room. The one you jumped down into.
Yeah, that's this room. There's no door.
Now go to the left. No, I'm saying there's might be right here. I'm pretty sure there's a door somewhere. Just hug the walls. Honestly, that's the best strategy ever. Just hug the walls.
There's no
and don't
door in
worry.
this room.
Okay, just hug the walls until you find an exit. I promise you the game does get less obtuse as you go on. And it's nowhere near this difficult.
Throw it down. What was down again? Is this the prison?
Yeah, the prison was down.
Anyway. Forgot these guys all spawned back.
Yeah, it's an easy way to farm. It's not souls in this one, it's Amrita. That's what it's called.
Alright.
Which I think just means souls, so I don't know, maybe they didn't want to feel like they were like ripping off too hard.
Alright. Go back down here. It's the big door that I unbarred.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have to go through the big door.
And this is a tower. I can go down from here. And go back up.
I think you should go down from there.
Yeah. I think that's one of the only spots I haven't been yet. Or maybe.
Yeah, it seems like, so yeah, you should probably just go down. So yeah, there's also not a map like in Dark Souls, but unlike Souls where it's like an interconnected world, it's missions here. So,
Oh, look outside.
you don't... Yeah, so unlike Dark Souls, it's essentially missions. So it's like, mission A, mission B, etc., etc. So
Fuck, let me.
most...
Fuck that guy.
So yeah, You know you can lock on, right?
I did. It kept locking onto the chest.
That's weird.
Yeah, like why the fuck
Do
is
it.
it locking onto the chest? Alright. Fuck it. Going through the big door.
But yeah, in this one, because you know how in Souls, how if you know your stamina gauge goes down, how it's just you're tired and the enemies get a free hit.
Yeah.
This, if the stamina gauge goes down and you're breathing hard, they can get like a critical hit basically.
Okay, so pretty much never let it empty.
Essentially. And again, when you go to Japan, you start learning skills where you can replenish your. It's called ki here, you know, stamina. Where you know like I said, you're able to continuously attack because this game prioritizes attacking more than anything. But you can also do the same thing towards your enemies. Like I said, those like devastating hits. So again, like it can happen to you, but also it's like you can do it to your enemies. And my favorite thing is that once you leave, basically you then get to learn like you get 3 different sets. You can do low attacks, mid attacks, and high attacks. Low attacks use the least amount of ki, but do the least amount of attacks, and it goes on like that proportionally. With my favorite being mid, because you know high, it's like it depends. Some situations I might do a high attack depending on the enemy. But I tend to typically stay on mid. I don't think I ever once used low attack, honestly. But I've seen some players who have been like, who are like masters at using low attacks to just like drain ki hard. Also, you just got some better equipment, so you should probably equip that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Even though it all looks the exact same.
Yeah, so when I was playing this at a friend's, yeah, it was like that. It was like, you have a top hat, but it's somehow better than the original top hat.
And it
you're
doesn't
wearing.
tell you that when you pick it up. It's like, oh, you picked up another hat.
Well, actually, it does. There's a little plus symbol, like when you pick it up.
Alright.
Well, it's not a plus symbol, but it's an upwards arrow.
Yeah.
And that's how it indicates it. But yeah,
Such
I was
a bad system.
but I was like, wait, how? Well, here's the thing. You're gonna need a lot of equipment. Like most of the equipment, you just basically scrap it so that you can like forge. Like you meet this blacksmith waifu, and she like forges equipment for you.
How do I switch my weapon?
You hold. I don't know the directions here, but you hold one of not that button, but you see how there's things flashing
Yeah.
under UI. One of those is for that bottom square, and then you would toggle.
There it is. There it is.
Wait, hold
boy.
on. Did you actually equip the axe though?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, now, right there, and now you have the axe equipped.
Yep.
Yeah, in the same relation, though, the top one, the top square is
Probably
going to
my
be
range.
for. Yeah, you're gonna get you're gonna get guns, and you're gonna get arrows and cannons.
Fun times.
But yeah, this game drops a lot of equipment. That's because again, like, you need it to give to your blacksmith waifu so she can break it down and make you like better equipment. The game still looks pretty good because I play it on my PS Pro, so I was like, can your PC handle this?
This is on medium, just because I don't
Oh, okay.
I don't crank things up when I stream. Like, there's no reason to strain my computer with that.
Yeah, plus you would need like gig internet basically.
I missed that, New York.
Yeah, we actually officially have it here in El Paso. Well, I'm like, yeah.
Oh yeah, those are enemies. Okay. Fuck. Woo, fuck. Okay.
So
Those guys too
for
shot.
that, be careful. Those guys can murk you hard.
Yep. They sure fucking do. There's no easier way to get out.
The best bet for Okay, here's a strategy you're gonna use for almost the entire game. The best thing you can do is to basically isolate enemies
Yeah.
and have only one of them running at you. So that's honestly the best advice I can give you in that regard, because I found that much easier than like fighting them head on.
That's what I was
Basically
hoping I
similar
could
to
do
uh,
with those guys, but they both just fucking came out.
yeah, eventually when you go to Japan, you get, again, just the ranged weapons. That way you can, like, trigger the
I don't need to
enemies.
fight those
Or... I think there's one that you need to fight, but you also get rocks to just, like, again, trigger the enemies. You're just like, hey, asshole. And you just toss a rock at them.
Fuck. Block can be hard. How do I... Medicine. There we go.
Oh yeah, you do get actually a lot of medicine here. You have to put it as put it as a shortcut. That's gonna save you.
Alright, after the fight. Fuck! Anyway. Items, medicine, shortcut. Boom. Might as well shortcut this too. There we go.
Oh yeah, you do have a stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for those big...
Wow, they don't go far.
The point is for them to go far is basically just to distract them and be like, hey, just you, not your buddy.
I don't know if I want to go fuck with those guys right now.
Yeah, I don't think you have to fight those two right now. I do know you have to fight some knights, but I don't think those two are pertinent right now. And again, the game does sort of mellow out as it goes on. That's, like I said, my main sort of contention. Not with Dark Souls itself, or people who claim like it's hard. It's like, dog, like there's infinite continues.
Come on.
And it's like I told someone, if there's no real punishment for dying. It's just, oh, you might lose some of your souls if you don't get it the first time. And if losing that many souls is a detriment to you, it's like, why weren't you leveling up?
Yeah.
Like, losing a vast amount of souls should never be an issue unless you were hoarding souls. At that point, you're just being punished for being greedy. Yeah, no, you don't have to go down there. There's nothing down there.
I think I have to go there, though. Ah, fuck.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go up that watchtower right there.
Hmm?
No, up the watchtower. You have to go up the watchtower.
No.
Yeah, turn the camera. Turn. You're going, yeah, see? Up there. I'm pretty sure...
You're
that
on a
leads to-
delay from me, so...
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this... Yeah, see, it's a shortcut. You should probably pray.
I did. Oh, that's right. You're on delay. I forgot you're on a delay.
Yeah.
Using monsters like that to fight wars. Guess they got no more use.
But yeah, I would say Dark Souls is easier than Nioh because, again, Dark Souls is very defense-oriented. You know, with all the armor, the shields, like, it encourages you and prioritizes you to be like, hey, just don't get hit at all.
Down and helpless. That's what they're trying to do to all of us who fought for Queen and country.
I like that guy's corpse taught me how to finish people off.
Oh, you're gonna find like, that's like, it's like, since this is like based on, you know, sort of, it's actually kind of weird that since, you know, Dark Souls was made by a Japanese company, it's like very like European inspired. But yeah, this is more Japanese, so, you know, souls, memories, vengeful, you know, things of that nature. So yeah, you're gonna get a lot of ghosts that's like, yo, this guy, here's help because I'm dead, so I can't use it.
I saw him.
basically just that. Stay out of their range long enough for them to do a combo and then hit back.
Woo!
And then loot their corpse.
Should go deal with the other guy real quick. Hi, buddy. Thanks for not shooting me during that.
He's like, I never liked that guy, so I'll let you take your time.
Yeah. I'm not playing.
He was like, that guy stole my wife, so he's got what's coming to him.
Exactly. Fuck that guy. He's took
I mean,
all the
basically,
good
he didn't. I mean, basically, he did not help you out at all. He did not help that guy out at all.
Damn. I made it all this way for nothing.
Drop attack.
Oh, it's a boss fight.
If I jump.
Yeah. Alright. Let's fucking go. That's just where it just was.
Yeah, but then you gotta go up where you were like.
Come on, motherfucker. Woo! Oh boy, you hit big.
I told you, you got a beefy boy.
Don't get greedy. Souls 101.
Yeah, it's like you got your shots, now leave.
Yep. Oh. You regained something during that. Should probably look at the health meter at the bottom and not the one that's above him.
No, see, you saw where like he was like flashing red.
Yeah. Is that one I should have finished
For
him?
that, yeah, you should have used strong attack, and that would have done like basically like critical damage.
Yeah. I guessed that, but not risking that shit.
Oh no, like that's when you should risk it. Like when their like health like is like.
God, that
shining
hat's
when
fucking
it's, like,
stupid.
But yeah, when like their health is like blaring the bottom, like they can't do nothing. So it's perfect to risk it. Like they literally can't do. They're literally
If
just
I
like,
die,
hit me, bro. Like they can't do
The
anything.
secret of the stones dies with me.
Let me show you what these stones.
Also,
can
if you
do.
couldn't tell, that's the bad guy.
Yeah. The tattoo, the red eyes really sad. Ooh, that's cool.
Hey, maybe he was just like a big. Maybe he's like one day there's gonna be a dragon with red eyes and like people are gonna love it.
Execution.
Ah, fuck. Oh, so he gets the big demon form.
Because he's the boss.
Come on. Give me a demon form. Whew. Oh boy. Fuck.
You know what? Derek the Executioner isn't a really great name for an executioner.
Fuck, that spinning attack though.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like he should be like Derek, the guy from HR.
Yeah. Derek doesn't scream executioner. He doesn't.
It runs. Even
Fuck.
if you add an extra R and put a C and a K into it, it doesn't.
Whew.
Get up, strong attack.
I don't think it worked.
No,
When
no, you can
gauge
get him,
is
see?
full.
Like-
What? Oh.
You,
here.
living weapon, yeah. But no, for some enemies, like once their health is red, you gotta hit them one more time to like get them down to like that stance, and then you can just like murk them. Especially for bosses. If you can do that to a boss, then yes, do it.
Quite a feat.
especially because you're gonna find a lot of bosses that are more nimble in nature. Like they're not gonna be big hulking guys, so those are the ones where it's like, you know, your key meter will definitely be of more of a use than the health meter.
Back my spirit.
So, this spirit shall guide me to the kingdom of God.
Yeah, that's. It's actually funny, like how his entire plans, like what he tries to do at the end, and then like how it just like it unravels. Like I don't want to spoil it, but it's almost comical.
All right, got our first chief. All right, let's go. On a
You just
boat.
call an achievement a chief?
It's a chief. That's what
I don't know how to feel about that.
That's what they're called.
I have never once in my life heard an achievement called be called a chief. But yeah, now you're trying to find the One Piece.
During 2 years'
Okay.
voyage, the
Jesus.
Helloff was lost. The trow sank. While the hope
If you
vanished
told me
without a
20 years
trace.
ago when I was watching One Piece,
The good
it'd still be
news
a
of the
thing 20
bride
years
of
later,
Odachi
I'd be like, you're lying.
lies. Only Leifta remained.
Ooh, a little glowy rock.
An ironic twist. For what awaited us in the Far East wasn't love. It was monsters and death.
Alright. No, I'm not reading that.
He's like, yeah, I'm not reading all this.
Preferred weapon. Sword. 2 swords. Not a sword. Axe. Sickle. Big
Yeah.
sword. Baton.
Oh, that's the one I forgot, Odachi. So what I typically did is I typically either use the Odachi with the Kasuragami, or the Odachi with just a sword, or the Odachi with the Odachi was one of my mainstay. Okay, I really love
I'm a
that
big
weapon.
fan of them.
They're really cool. It's like someone's like, I want a sword. No, make it bigger.
Yeah.
This doesn't really have much effect on the overall game. Basically, that's just the weapon you're gonna start with, I believe, on the first stage, and you know it's gonna add an attribute. But 1 point isn't gonna make or break the difference.
Yeah.
And along with that, unlike Souls, there is like an item you can buy.
Oh, I get to
where
pick
like
2
it will,
of these. Cool.
yeah, sub weapon and yeah. But yeah, unlike Souls, like there's a weapon you can get later on where it will basically reset your level. So you'd be like, oh, I want to, you know, do dexterity more. Then you know you can just go ahead and do that. So you're not locked in essentially.
Get the Firefox.
Thought that was a doggo.
And let's go. If you are first time player, we recommend the tutorial. Yes. I am not so bold as to skip the tutorial. I know I'm stupid.
It's basically what I told you about, you know, the key meter, you know, pressing a certain button after.
Really, they gave me a prologue. I shouldn't need the rest of it.
Yeah, honestly, it's kind of weird after having you fight
Yeah.
Derek that they're like, okay, you need a tutorial. Like, you think that would be, and also the funny thing is, like, this just sort of takes place in William's mind. So, like, it's not an actual tutorial. So it's like, why couldn't he just do that on his mind in the cell?
So, yeah, let's put this on fucking high. There we go. Let's make this look a little bit fucking better.
It's like, they put it on Snoop Dogg.
The tutorial was equip sword.
Like I said, it's kind of weird because like you would need all that before you fight Derek.
Oh my god. I should have skipped this.
No, like I said, they do tell you some stuff about the key meter, so there is some worth in that. Like watching you, I'm like, oh, refill your key. What are you doing? So there is some worth on it.
Ah, fuck you. Ah, fuck you.
They literally just told you how to lock on. You're like, nope.
Alright, what's the next one? Oh boy, alright, stances.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you about earlier.
Yeah, mid is just literally, yeah. Okay. High stance. Big overhead swinging voice.
Yeah, I liked high stance for Odachi because again, not only did it prioritize strength, but there was like a lot of moves where like it wouldn't leave you open. But for this, when I ever use a sword, I tend to go with a mid stance.
Yeah.
Very rarely did I ever do low stance.
Am I in those things? No, yeah. Just sweep the legs. That's what low stance is. Smack him in the back of the
Yeah.
knee. Wow.
Yeah, it's the Cobra Kai way. That's low stance, is just Cobra Kai.
And mid stance the sides.
Imagine, have you seen Cobra Kai yet?
No.
Oh my god, I love it so much. It's actually so good. I love it.
I don't watch shit. Alright.
You say as you've watched Avatar 10 million times.
Said I don't watch shit.
Hey, Cobra Kai's cool.
RB when blue rights gather around after the attack. Okay. And build up some
Yeah, so-
energy.
No, you just gotta swing.
Yeah.
They like that. Yeah, you want to do it like at the end of it where like it's circling around you,
Yeah.
and that refills the most ki.
You are in the yokai realm. Your key recovery speed is greatly reduced. Conversely, powers of the yokai are enhanced. Yeah, that makes sense. Purify recovers the next amount of yokai from a successful pulse. Also cleanses the defilement. Yeah, those are words that I don't fucking care about.
Basically, it drains your ki more, and so yeah, they'll be able to get more hits. You're able to do less hits. So like right there, like after that combo, you should have pressed the trigger, and it would have refilled your bar instantly.
There we go. I was trying to do it. It wasn't.
It takes some time to get used to, but if you play the game long enough, it becomes like a sort of like second thing, honestly.
Yeah, like when you finish an attack, just do it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I thought it did it. It just keeps having me do it again.
Yeah, ideally you want to do it like when it's
Yeah.
around you.
That felt right.
Apparently not.
Nope.
Well, you kind of had it there. You had like this sort of semi-key.
Yeah.
Okay, what you want to do is, since it's about purifying, let the enemy not attack you, but get like an attack, and it's gonna create a basically a yokai circle.
Okay. So let it get a swing and see if that works.
Yeah, you're supposed to like let it get a swing, and it'll create a yokai circle. Yeah, I see it here, and now you gotta purify it.
There we go. Weird. So I wasn't doing it wrong. It's just.
No,
being
you're
weird.
still not doing it right. You gotta purify the circle. See, you got it.
Yeah. You being delayed from what you're seeing is fucking awful.
You know what's awful?
Hmm.
I have this thing at work where if like a lead doesn't show up, like I gotta like basically message some
Oh,
other
Jesus.
department basically. Yeah, I gotta message like some other departments. That way they can like generate the lead. That way like I can make the appointment. And like I generated a lead almost 4 hours ago, and now they're getting back to me now. When, like I'm not gonna do that. Like I'm off work. I'm not gonna do that shit.
I have a
Like
gun.
I've legit.
Ah.
Yeah. Like, I've legitimately told my managers, it's like, never message me after work because you will never be able to get in contact with me.
Oh.
Yeah, basically, the 3 pellets are stronger, but they're more limited. Like, you kind of have to find them out in the world. You can't, generally, you can't buy them. Also, you should zoom in like they're telling you to.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, for guns and like arrows and things of that nature, the best thing is always headshot.
Yeah.
Because even if you don't kill them when it's a headshot, because those depend on your dexterity, it will basically like have them staggering and like waving. So best case scenario, you can either kill the guy you just headshotted, or you can kill his friend before he wakes up.
I made a shortcut. Why won't you? Oh, weird. Set a shortcut. There we go. Alright, what's next? When Guardian Spirit gauge is full, press B and Y. When it's active, press B and Y. Triggering it changes the health and Kai gauge into living weapon gauge. As long as it's active, you are impervious to damage. In close combat attacks inflict more damage. Living weapon gauge decreases. Okay.
Yeah, basically it's the second bar, but if you start getting hit, it reduces it. So yeah, don't get. That's basically my advice as a boxing coach. Coach, what I do? Don't get hit. See, you're kind of getting better at like this key thing. Like I said, it kind of just like after you get to the motion of it, it's just basically memorization.
It's kind of just like an extra thing you kind of have to do, though. Ugh. But it recharges.
Yeah, but like I said,
doggo mode. That's all I need. I'm guessing it recharges
yeah, but most
doggo mode.
Yeah, no, basically once that fills up, then you can start killing enemies to refill it fully. But most recharge rather, even though most recharge rather quickly, I save those for, you know, tough encounters or boss fights.
Don't use
And
it on every
each
scrub
one
you find across.
True, and each one has a different effects. Like some aren't powerful, but they increase the amount of goals you get, maybe the amount of souls you get, etc., etc. And you need a spirit meter, so if your spirit is too low, you can't even like use them.
So he's Japanese girl. We've established this, right? He's Geralt.
He's Japanese what?
He's Japanese Geralt. He's the Witcher.
I'm only gonna say yes in the hopes that Henry Cavill plays him in a live-action Nioh.
Oh, that's cool.
Because I really hope that we get to see Henry Cavill as Superman one more time. Honestly, I do.
I'm a bit upset. The light version is the rock end. I get it, but I'm still upset.
Yeah, if you go into high stance, it's more stabby end.
Nope. That's high. This is... high?
Yeah, for that, if you open up your menu, and go to skills, there's different weapon skills, and yeah, most of the Kisuragami skills are the ones that will be like, here's the actual...
Use the sharp end.
Yeah. See where it says learn skills?
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, you get skills every time you level.
Yet?
Not really. Like, honestly, there was just a few skills I used overall, and I actually beat most of the game without using skills, so... your main thing, honestly, is armor. Again, similar to Souls, you have an armor limit. You know, if you can't put it, if it goes over 100, you can't equip it. However, I would never equip any set of armor that goes above 70. Because at that point, because after you go above 70, your agility takes a hard dive, and as you can see, this is a game where you're gonna be doing a lot of ducking and diving. You know, the block doesn't really help that much.
I don't have enough to actually level up from the looks of this.
Yeah, you need 250 and you only have 200.
Yeah. What does this mean?
At least not. What?
Make an offering.
Oh, basically, you can offer excess items like weapons, but as I said, you should really save your. I preferred saving those weapons and giving them to blacksmith waifu to make better weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you should have some stuff because I got you with the DLC also. So
yeah.
It should come with some.
They gave me a hat. It's a stupid looking fucking hat.
Yeah, but like it has a kind of ridiculous amount of defense for what it is. Oh no, that small spirit stone, you should use it. That just is a bunch of souls.
Is that enough for me to level
yeah,
up? I think it is.
Yep.
I was thinking stamina.
Like I said, it's really up to you in this regard. And once the shop opens, you can, if you're not happy with your choices, you can just buy a book of reincarnation,
Yeah.
and that will just reset all the points you spent.
I mean, this early on, it's not that big of a thing.
I mean, I play these games like an idiot, in that I equally level up everything,
Oh, yeah, no, that's a bad idea.
and yet I've beaten every Souls game, and I beat this game. Like, I know it's a stupid build, I know it's a dumbass build, but I can't do anything else, honestly.
We just have some fucking range with this thing.
Or what is it? My friend, he's like I said, he's like super into Dark Souls. Like, he tries different builds. Like, he's doing a naked dude with a giant club build.
Yeah. I've
Yeah,
got a
where it's
friend
like
that
just
plays
all.
those. Fucked on like way too much.
Oh yeah, like he's like even me, but like I said, like I've seen some YouTube videos like Bada Vidi, I think that's what his name is, where like he'll talk about like Souls, like he's like done the research, and like I said, Souls seems interesting, but I don't want to have to put that much effort into researching it to understand what I'm doing. It's just I just can't do it. Which, as you said, it's weird because me and my brother had like a 2-hour conversation about the Metal Gear series.
Yeah.
Get up.
Yeah, when they're down, you can also like you can also like press strong attack, and
Yeah, I
like
couldn't remember
when they're
which button
laying
it
on the
was.
ground, it's a strong attack. So it would be the, I know triangle on the PlayStation. I don't know what for you.
Well, I'm using essentially an Xbox controller.
Then it should be the
It's
top,
Y,
like. Yeah, I don't remember what the Xbox controller does. Yeah, it would be the top one.
The shiny box here, it's empty. That's worse. Weapon 2. This big fucking thing.
But yeah, you see how all your armor says things like pirate, foot soldier, this, that, and a third? Yeah, so basically, a
What's
big
this
thing
look?
later in the game.
There's a little guide.
A big. Oh yeah, the Kodamas. So if you go back to the shrine, you're gonna see a thing where it says the Kodamas give different power-ups. Like, some increase the amount of equipment you get, some increase the amount of items. I typically just use the ones that increase the amount of souls.
Yeah. Oh, look at the little buddy. Now there's 2 of them.
And yeah, it tells you like on the bottom right, like how many they are in the level, and they're somewhat hidden, but later in the game you get a spirit which gives you Kodama sense, where equipping it, and it'll show you like on the little mini map while you're up there, like it'll show you like where the Kodama is. So like when you get close, you see like a sort of green blip. So the game doesn't leave you completely in the dark in that regard. And also, there's certain item slots you might have seen that's like accessories.
Mm-hmm.
There's some accessories that have what's Kodama sense. So if you find an accessory that has a Kodama sense, don't sell it. Like, lock it, and even if it's like stats are like crap, just use it to find the Kodamas, and then once you're done, like switch to something actually useful.
Yeah.
You almost had the special kill.
Yeah, I haven't quite mastered that timing yet.
No, it's because I think you're still in the Souls mindset of being somewhat on the defensive, know what I mean? Or sort of like apprehensive, like about the enemies. Where this game it's like, basically, hey, get out the range and then just like start mauling them.
Yeah. Like actually push. which is not what a lot of Dark Souls falls under.
Yeah, I would say it's similar in pace to a
Ooh.
Bloodborne if you ever played it.
This dude's got some fucking reach. That's gonna be fun. Fuck. I don't have medicine. I have an elixir. Okay. Why is it not? So that's a shortcut.
What? It's like, why it's not doing the thing that I needed to do?
Oh, there it is.
Right, if I get silent, it's because after I just do this thing in Final Fantasy, I gotta get some B-roll for, what's it called, Resident Evil, so I gotta set up my capture device and everything. But after that, I can finally start working on this video.
Finally. Oh, they gave me my big sword.
I mean, yeah, it was supposed to be a Halloween video, but then my shoulder, like, it got busted by that window, so I was like, okay, not gonna do anything. Like, I just had to work on that because it was like actually getting annoying to actually use my mouse. So there was that, and then it is a huge sword. Yeah, and then the dog. What ended up happening with her? So like I was like, I don't want to do anything for like 2 or 3 weeks.
Level 5.
So yeah.
Fight a revenant. I'm going to level up before I fight that.
Yeah, the revenants are unlike souls.
Oh, fuck.
Where you know how like in Souls they might like invade you?
Yeah.
It's basically those guys, people who died in that part of town, and when you beat them, you don't really get much souls, but they also drop armor. It's not really all that useful, honestly, until New Game Plus, where you can use them to farm divine weapons, because that's like one of the only good source of divine weapons.
I mean, I'm still gonna fight it. So.
But they sort of, instead of these guys, they fight like actual players because they were at one point actual players.
Alright. I think I'm gonna level up first, and then I'll fight that thing.
Yeah, you should spend some time doing that and deciding on what build. Are you gonna go for like basically a strength and stamina build?
Who knows?
You're like, I'll figure it out.
Yep. Fuck around and find out.
No, but as I said, it's kind of like similar. Have you played Code Vein yet?
Nope.
Basically, Code Vein is Dark Souls waifus. It's like very anime style. You've seen Code Vein before, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I show you the picture of the character I made?
No, I don't think you did.
I basically, because you get to do like two-toned hair, I just made Coco. I was like, okay, I'm going to make my waifu in this waifu generator.
Might as well. It's fucking there. Alright.
It is. So, yeah. So basically, that's basically in Code Vein. If at any point you're like, oh, I'm not happy with this, you can just like be like, okay, just remove everything and kind of play it as, just do what you want with it, honestly.
I have enough for another level. No.
Though I will say this: while I do like William, I feel like for games of this nature, it's always kind of cooler to kind of like make your own character. Know what I mean?
Always.
I mean, we're all degenerates here. Who doesn't? At some time you want to play a husbando, and other times you're like, I want a big titty samurai.
Yeah. That's the whole point of life.
And also, this was made by this is made by the people who made Dead or Alive. Like that's the more baffling thing.
Okay, This thing takes up so much fucking stamina to swing. Jesus.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, like that's one where you're gonna have to, like I said, but it has amazing fucking range.
Yeah.
So that's why I said like I found it was always best to have something like an Odachi with a sword, because I found some enemies were easier to deal with that long range, and then some enemies I found easier to deal with the sword. So you kind of messed up there. Remember, that's why it's super important if you're gonna use the sword to really master that whole key thing.
To give that full stamina back boost.
Yeah, because as you said, like it drains it like a mother.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm figuring it out a little bit more.
Yeah, like I said, it's
It's weird to have to remember to hit an extra button after you attack. Like,
yeah, but to me, since I played the game so much, it becomes second nature, honestly.
just how quickly you need to hit it is the other thing.
Yeah, like I said, I feel like you still just might be in like the sort of Dark Souls mindset at the start when you play Nioh, where it's like hit the enemy, back off, hit the enemy, back off. Know what I mean?
Mm.
And like that's so ingrained in people that when, even though it's just an extra button, and it does sound silly, it's like I gotta press an extra button, but you're so mentally ingrained in that sort of Dark Souls mindset that it does throw you off. Know what I mean?
Thought I had that guy.
It's funny, it's so delayed, so I don't see like when you get hit, like it's for like a full minute later. Like you just died right now on my screen.
Yeah.
No, but honestly, when it comes to, because I've played, let's see, I played all the Dark Souls. Let's see, I'm probably gonna get Skull the First Sin for PS4 because I heard that one's actually good. Not that the PS3 one isn't, good, but there was a lot of mistakes made on that one that they never updated for the PS3 version. So they said, oh fuck it, everyone's got a PS4 now, so they just like did it for the PS4. Like in the PS3 one, there's some areas where like you could be attacked at bonfires, so like the bonfires aren't safe. But the PS4 version really like fixes any of the issues in that regard, so I'm probably gonna get that when it's on sale. I've platted Bloodborne, I've platted the Surge, I've played Code Vein, I'm playing this, and honestly, out of a lot of the sort of Dark Souls, and again, I kind of hate that this is the Dark Souls. Nioh is probably one of my favorite. I honestly prefer Nioh over Dark Souls.
I think even just visually, this looks better. I think.
Yeah, I know Dark Souls aesthetic is kind of like dark, like a kind of like dilapidated world, but not only is it not sort of really pretty to look at, but like have you played The Surge?
No. I practically don't play video games anymore. Like.
Yeah, so basically The Surge is kind of like, it is in that Souls-like, but it's like more machine-based, so you're like augmented, so you have like these exo arms like attached to you and legs, and it's like that, but it's fun. But yeah, I would say Nioh, I prefer it over Dark Souls, because again, first of all, I actually know what I'm doing in Nioh, I understand the story. Dark Souls, I get it, that there's a lore behind it, but I just can't and my friend has explained the lore to me like at least 3,000 times.
The people that play those will explain that all fucking day. Like.
No, the problem is that I was hanging with him, so we were having adult beverages, so that's not the best time to explain anything to me.
I need to go up there. There's loot on this building that I can't reach just yet.
But yeah, so every time we've been drinking, he's been like, "Let me give you the entire lore of Dark Souls," and it's like, dude, I'm never gonna remember this.
Yep. I have a friend that's like that.
But basically, from what I remember, and again, I've played all these freaking games. There was a dragon named Sif, and he was scaleless, and he really wanted to pussy. So he told the king, "Hey, can I like get with your daughter if I tell you what the dragons are weak against?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure."
Alright, we're
So
gonna fight the
Sif
Revenant.
So Sif snitched on his entire race to get laid.
That's a mood.
he snitched on all of them. He's like, "Did you know dragons are weak against lightning?" And the king was like, "No, I did not know that. Tell me more. Also, here's my daughter." Yeah, you see how the Revenant, they kind of like sidestep. Actually, as much as like I never used Revenant fights, when I did use them, they were kind of fun. Also, you're gonna have to learn how to lock on, because that's gonna kill you later in the game if you like don't prioritize that.
Fuck, this guy's got combos. Oh boy, there's two of
For
them now.
days. Yeah, I was gonna warn you about that. Yeah, so Steve snitched on his entire race. So the dragons ended up being killed. But while the dragons were warring with the king, one of the king's sons was like, "Dad, why are you being such a douche? Dragons are pretty chill, you know, they're kind of cool." So he went against his father, and he became the nameless king. And there's like 10,000 other things that I don't remember. It's literally all I remember is that there was a dragon who really wanted to get laid. So he snitched on his entire race.
Tell me what detail you focused on.
That's all I can remember. There was a dragon. He was called Scaleless. You meet his daughter. The king's daughter is as like a giantess, but that did not stop the internet from making fanfics of her, because nothing will stop the internet. Nothing.
What? Who the fuck killed me? Who killed me?
Uh,
That guy wasn't there yet. I died before he reached me. How did I die?
oh, it's because there's two guys.
Hmm.
So what you want to do there is, do you have any ranged weapons?
No.
You don't have like any like rocks or nothing?
I don't think I do.
Okay, so ideally what you would want to do
the Revenant
is
fight out
instead... Ideally what you would want to do is, because you can also go left instead of going right, and so like you go left to the woods. And both are somewhat difficult, but for that section what you want to do is basically like, you know, get out your crosshairs, snipe, and basically hit one of them, hope it kills them, but that would just have it so you fight one-on-one instead of the typical...
No, I know I fucked up because I died a second time and my fox came back. Which means I lost out on all those souls, didn't I?
Yeah. Like I said, it's still super, like, that's why I said, like, there's not a real penalty, because, like, it's still super early in the game, so it's like, you can get those souls back, like, in, what,
so
10
easily
minutes?
in this game.
Yeah, like I said,
A couple hits, like, that's all it takes.
That's like, when you open your menu, and it shows you, like, your equipment rates, the reason why I never go under 70 is because that way my armor is, like, medium.
Yeah.
Because that way I still have decent armor, but like if it's higher, not only like if it's above 70, what's gonna happen is every time you dodge, that's gonna take away more ki, and your swings are gonna use way more ki also. So like for a weapon like the Odachi, that's just gonna like fucking stab it hard. Which you honestly don't want that to happen, so. I told you I was finally able to start working out again.
Yeah. Oh, there's another guy back here.
Yeah, like,
He's actually asleep again.
yeah, I actually, like, dude, like, yesterday I freaking fell asleep at 10:30. I felt like I slept for, like, I woke up at 8:30, but I felt like I slept for, like, 13 hours straight. I got one of those, like, deep, like, coma sleeps. Like, I actually woke up kind of sore today. I was like, oh, wait, I forgot how this felt like.
Sleep so good it hurts.
Yeah, basically recharge all those sore muscles, so probably be able to work out again tomorrow. It sucks having to go like to the 2.5s and the 5s, but you know I don't want to rebust my shoulder.
I should really get back to working out.
Honestly, you just gotta make a habit of it, like,
Yeah.
because that way, even with me, where like I had to take that month-long break because of my freaking shoulder because of a window. Did I tell you how I busted my shoulder?
I think you're help. I thought it was you helping someone move or something. Something like that.
No, it's way dumber than that. It's way dumber than that. So, I have a window, and what happened is, it's one of those windows that it's like kind of rusty, so you gotta put a lot of force into it. So, I grabbed it at like this really weird angle, and I just like put a, like basically where like I was grabbing it from sort of sideways and behind, it's hard to explain. But when I went and like just like sort of jammed it, it didn't move. But what instead moved was it took off like half my thumb.
Yeah.
Like, not my thumb, but my thumbnail. It just like tore like almost half of it apart, but it didn't rip all of it. So I had to rip out the rest of it, and then we didn't have peroxide, so I just had to like pour alcohol in it. But also because like I did it so weirdly, it also sprained my shoulder. So yeah, that's how I injured myself, closing a window weird. So, pro tip, don't close windows weird.
Nah. Never. Check in the woods, I'll get it and fight back.
When you said Shaq in the woods, I thought he meant like Shaq, like the basketball player.
The guy. You know, the guy.
Shaq's in the woods. Hey, he knows kung fu of a variety.
I did not see that guy. Fuck. They got big.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I heard it as I said it. Alright. Fuck.
Yeah, I kind of had to throw that. I was compelled to throw that one in.
I'm gonna get
It was
my
easy.
shit back. That might be a guy fight with the Odachi.
It honestly depends, because guys like that, like, they're kind of like Odachi in a sense, that they use up more ki because, you know, they're using those really big swings.
Thought that guy was dead. He was not. He is now.
Yeah, it's kind of like, do you remember old school Resident Evil?
Yep.
Yeah, like kind of like that, where like you'd have like the zombies, just like, are they really dead? So like you'd like give them a poke, like. Blah. Resident Evil is a series that got weird, honestly.
Yes. That whole series got real weird. Real quick. Like, it didn't even take long.
I wouldn't say so because, like, okay, the first one, it's like, okay, it's just zombies in a mansion. Second one, zombies all over the city.
Yeah, that's
The
a
third
natural
one was
progression.
the third one was again still the same city. I forget what it was. There
Talking
was something
movie or
about game. Movies went insane from super quick.
Yeah, but I still like them.
I do mostly because it has Mila Jovovich in there,
Yes.
so like I have.
Did you
I
watch
can't
the
say no
Monster
to
Hunter
that.
movie yet?
I
With Ron
have it, and I
Perlman?
want to. I have it, and I want to see it because I know Ron Perlman only just does stuff that he just feels like.
Yeah, like if he likes it, he'll do it. And a lot of it, like
Yeah,
I was
like,
reading up, if he has faith in it, he'll do it. But then I was reading reviews, and it was like, oh, no, this is trash. But
Listen,
they gave
it's got
him an
Tony Jaa.
actual giant flaming sword for that movie.
That's why he took the role.
Yeah, there's no way he took it for anything else.
I mean, come on. If they went up to you, was like, Alex, this movie might be trash. We're gonna give you a giant flaming sword.
Yeah, I would
How
have
long
already
till you
said
say
yes. They would
He's
have
like, you should
gotten.
have started with.
Yeah, like, where is it? Can I have it now? Can I take it home? You know what?
I
I'm
will
gonna
take a
take
pay
it
cut.
anyway.
He's like, you don't have to pay me that much. Just give me the sword.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, like I ended up seeing a documentary. Like he's actually Ron Perlman has a pretty good voice for documentaries. I'm surprised he hasn't done many.
He's the Fallout voiceover guy.
I haven't played much Fallout, so I did not know that.
Yeah, he's the guy that says war never changes in the beginning of Fallout games.
I thought that
Fuck!
was just like some other random.
No, that's Ron Perlman.
But no.
Not in the newest
but-
Fallout, but fuck. Okay.
He only appears in the Fallouts that aren't broken. Wait, every Fallout's broken. No, but I saw him a documentary. It was I think it was called like Fight Prison or something. Like it's about like this
Fuck
program.
this guy! I
and,
can't dodge. Fuck.
Yeah, he should have got him while he was breathing hard. But yeah, it's about like this program in I see you got you there. Got you hard.
Yeah, I didn't have the fucking stamina to finish him. There we go. Fuck.
Yeah, like I see here, like you could have got him when he was on the floor. Like I said, it's like this game is really like, bro, you got when your shot's there, you gotta take it.
Ow.
Hey, you got better armor.
Yeah, I'm also getting shot at from this fucker.
Yeah, you should block those. Yeah, just have your block open. That just like it does nothing.
Fuck! I lowered it right at the wrong time. Just right at the wrong time. Ugh. Fuck.
You're like, block? What's that?
I did it! And then I let it go. I'm gonna hold on.
But yeah,
to those.
the movie Ron Perlman voiced over, it was about like this thing in like Thai prisons where instead of like, you know, computer programming or arts and crafts, it's just training people to be like kickboxers and stuff. And it kind of goes through like how like these are people who are like in jail for like serious crimes. And
Oh fuck,
if they're able
I'm
to like,
slow at 80. Jesus.
yeah, I told you 70's the sweet spot.
Yeah, but like this armor is so much better. The rogue armor. So I gotta...
Yeah, so
Damn.
basically, before I get back to my tangent, armors later are going to have sets where it's like if you have like all 5 of this armor,
Yeah.
you're gonna have special bonuses.
I downgraded my shoes. That puts me at 77. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, so basically it's this program where, you know, these violent offenders are like taking like kickboxing,
Mhm.
and you know Ron Perlman in his Ron Perlman voice is like talking about like them and like the victims' families who are noticeably upset that you know their son's killer can be let go for being really good at fighting people. I mean, yeah, I can see where someone would have an issue at that, but it also gets into the whole idea where the recidivism rates for those pardoned for kickboxing is like incredibly low. But there's also the idea of how many people actually get pardoned for kickboxing. Like, it would only be such a small sample, right? Like,
We had to let him
like,
go. Why? He was so good at fighting people. What?
No, literally, if you get like enough of winning enough record, you get a pardon. So it's like, yo, okay, you won your freedom, like it's a freaking video game, and I forgot what it was, but like the women's kickboxing champion in a certain division, she got it while she was serving time in a Thai prison. So Ron Perlman said okay to that, which I can understand.
I know I can avoid these guys now. I can just go straight this way.
Honestly, I think Ron Perlman just wanted to see Mila Jovovich and Leather again, which I don't blame him either.
Yeah. I also do.
As a very natural reaction, that is why the director married her. You know that, right? The director of the Resident Evil games won at life because he actually ended up marrying Mila Jovovich.
Throw a rock at that guy. Still in range of the fucking fire arrow, fucker. It's not where I want to be. It's trying to heal, you fuck. Remember
Yeah,
to do the
you
key
can't
thing.
just- Yeah, you can't just be healing out of everywhere.
Fuck! Fuck you! Eat rock. Alright. Alright. Alright.
Yeah, like I said, you gotta just, it takes time to sort of get used to the timing of it all.
It's also weird to be playing a game where you are just so fucking squishy, right? 2 hits is all pretty much every enemy it takes for you. Like, that sucks. But that's
Ooh, I can't see your souls count. Maybe you should spend some time like leveling it up. I don't know what you're saying.
well, I've lost a few. But yeah, I might grind these guys before I
True.
make much more progress.
Yeah, that might be helpful, especially because your main issue, honestly, is just the timing. Like when to do what, when to heal. Like right there for those 2 guys, like if you're locked on, you can do like the special attack. Like their key bar has to be depleted, you have to be locked on, and then like when you press, I believe it's a strong attack button, then you can do the attack.
Yeah, I gotta like another 1,000 souls to build up first before I think I can level up anything.
Yeah, like I said, that's sort of my one contention when people say Dark Souls is hard. I was like, you know, sometimes you gotta spend some time leveling up. It is an RPG. It is.
I do hate grinding in a lot of games, especially grinding that doesn't have a reward. Nice part is
grinding is the reward.
I can at least recover this one because it's far enough in. So.
You say that, but like I've played like Dragon Quest like completion 100%. It's like, is there a reward to the grind? The grind is the reward.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not one
That's
for really grindy games, so.
But also like, you know, I be fucking playing shit while I'm at work, so it's like,
yeah.
I can grind at work.
Yeah, I don't have a work from home job. I don't get that.
Yeah, you're in the name.
This is probably, this past week of Skyrim is probably the most gaming I'll get for the rest of the year. Like,
yeah,
fully,
next
the
year's
rest of
like,
the year, easily.
Yeah, but next year was like right there. Like right there.
Alright, so the 3 skills I'm kind of putting some stuff into I can't do just yet. So.
Yeah, like I said, this is probably gonna be easier for you because, as I said, I play like these games like an idiot. Was like, I'm gonna level up everything.
There we go. I'm definitely like in that weird range for heavy rolls.
Did you go over 80?
I'm at 73. Like, it's just noticeably slower than like when I was in the 60s.
Yeah, it's you get the fat roll. Like I said, unlike Dark Souls, where like I've beaten Dark Souls with the fat roll. That's what fans call it.
It's a build. Yeah.
For Nioh, I did not feel comfortable with it. It's like, this is not conducive. Like, I actually elected to like not wear certain types of armor until I was able to get it, like build my stamina up below a 70.
Mm-hmm.
So like I wore like this, it's called the Kingu armor. It's like this bright fucking pink armor, and that was me for the most of the game, honestly. Because basically what happens, like, you get side missions, and when you beat them, the blacksmith will be like, oh, I can make like stronger versions of the stuff you have now, so you can just like rebuild them basically.
All right. 1,100 souls. Just need 15. Fuck. I don't want to pray just yet. I want to get the full level amount. I think I can get this guy. Come here. Come here, you fuck. Come down here.
Oh, My brother finally saw the Mortal Kombat movie, the new one, and he was like, "Yeah, you're right. This was good." Because like I told you about it, how for some reason instead of like focusing on Scorpion, they like make an entirely new character with like a super generic name. I think it's Cole Young. Like I have called this dude Cody, like Travis. Like I've just called him like every generic 2000s era name. And yeah, basically in the movie, it's all about Scorpion. It's like, oh, only Scorpion's bloodline can help win Mortal Kombat, this, that, and the third. So that's why you're so important, Mr. Young. But then, like, Scorpion comes back to the Netherrealm and he ends up winning the day. So it's like, what was the point of this dude?
Is he the reason Scorpion came back at least?
Not really. Scorpion was just like, I sent Sub-Zero. Fuck this dude.
That's not a Scorpion move.
True, and also, like Goro was there, but like this guy of all guys was the one who beat Goro. And also for some reason, Raiden trains like Kano to get more powerful. He's like, yeah, this guy who's like, the thing about it is that unlike other movies where it's like, oh, maybe he's pretending to try to change his ways, Kano makes no reservations and nothing about him has changed significantly at all. And it was like, yeah, this guy who is on Interpol, who's like a wanted criminal, all this, who's made no changes, let's train him. Nothing bad will happen about that. And then Kung Lao fucking dies. Basically, Raiden is responsible for Kung Lao dying because he was like, let me train Kano.
Now we got some souls. Level up. Alright, so nothing really changes my health amount. Well, I guess magic
Except,
changes it.
No, not really. Okay, so you haven't changed anything, right?
No, not yet.
So body is what increases your life.
Well, you say that, but magic and spirit, bringing those up to 6. Increase some stuff. Like, increasing spirit is actually,
yeah,
like...
but are you gonna use it a magic build?
I have no idea. Oh yeah, no, body absolutely spikes that, though. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a level into body. And then I don't... Oh, okay. It doesn't get... It increases the cost of everything, too. Okay.
Yeah, it's like souls. Yeah.
Alright. It's like, oh, I'll get a couple worth. No. That didn't.
Like, honestly, that guy who killed you, like, you almost killed him a few times. Like I said, I think you just have to sort of get the timing,
yeah,
like, of how Nioh works. Like, get into its flow. And then you'd be golden.
I think I have a better feel for the like pulse thing, the recharge a little bit. I'm not doing it perfectly every time, but I think I'm doing a lot better.
Yeah, like I said, you have to do it quick, but not too quick. Eventually, like, you'll be able to do it, like, it's about, it's memorization more than anything.
Really needed for fucking Odachi if we're gonna do that, though. There we go, we got that done.
Yeah, like, those heavy weapons, like... But also, like, if you increase your stamina enough, like, that's why I would say don't, if you're gonna go to Odachi, make sure you have enough stamina, because that it... Put on something that puts you over 70, and then swing the Odachi.
I don't... Oh boy. Alright, let me go back here where there's nobody first.
Yeah, don't test it on enemies.
Oh, come on. Here's your sense of adventure. I'm gonna put on all the heavy shit I got. Alright. Okay, it's literally just one thing. Like, one, the fucking... Yeah, by the time you get that third swing, you're fractally out of stamina. I can get 3 swings and half a roll.
Yeah, 3 swings and a.
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna downgrade the shoes.
Like, you can still do an Odachi with a heavy build, but you gotta make sure every key pulse you ever do is on point.
Yeah, you need that key pulse there. Oh, I do really like how the Hirasami's built. My bard monk in D&D used one.
Oh yeah, I'm just waiting for my new master to get here. I decided on Deathstroke.
Nice. Good. Oh, this put me in the low stance automatically.
Yeah, there's some skills where like after you use them, it'll switch up your stance.
I'm gonna try to fuck up these guys.
It's like no promises. I said try.
Hey, fuck you. Nope, still a little too early. It's weird, they really don't want you to be early on that at all.
Or late.
Yeah, it's like, what's wrong with a little early? Like,
No,
the
if you do it
flowy
early,
particles are still there.
Yeah, if you do it early, you still get some
bit.
portion of key back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it doesn't drain it off, as opposed to getting it late where it's like you get nothing back.
Said good day, you lose. Come here, big fuck. I'm not fighting both of you over there. Just one of you, please. I don't have any rocks. Thank you. Fuck. Heal. Before we take on the big fucker. What's this way? Oh. Oh, up here now. And fuck up the fire archers from up here instead.
I like how he did an unnecessary hop to get to you.
Yeah. Alright, big fucker, where'd you go? Oh shit, you were right there. I didn't see him! Yeah! Fuck you. Alright. I just noticed there's a mini. Oh, there's a mini map. I just noticed. I had a little blip. It was a shrine.
Yeah, I literally told you this at the beginning.
You think I listen?
Yeah. Yes, I did.
Well, good news is we have a respawn point now. Fuck you. Headshot.
Blah, blah.
Now can I jump down? Jump down. Here. I missed it. I missed the stuff that's on this ledge. Oh, it's way better. Oh, that's the exact same as my starting one. Okay. Stop moving. Is that an enemy? Can't tell. Shot him anyway.
He probably had it coming.
Oh, there's a yokai fight over here. Fuck you!
Oh, you finally got one of them when they're on the ground.
I did. With the living weapon.
Don't worry, soon those guys will end up being like semi-common enemies.
Oh boy.
I mean, again, it's similar to Souls, how like it's like, oh, here's this big old guy.
I always
and then,
kind of
partway through-
disliked when it was like a boss that way, and then suddenly the boss is a common thing.
It's like, do you ever seen any articles from the harddrive.net?
Mm-hmm.
It's basically that. It was like, it says early game boss picks up extra shifts as common enemy for the pay.
Ah, fuck. I aggroed a lot of them at once.
Like everyone. At least there's a spawn point nearby.
Fuck. Yep. I didn't have the stamina to dodge. Or block. Aw, little dog. Alright. I haven't gotten tired of this
Also
yet,
that-
so.
Yeah, it's like I said, like I feel like of the games that are of the Dark Soul nature, the best ones are ones where it's like oh, okay, I died, but it's like there you see that there's a chance for you to succeed. Know what I mean?
I know where I fucked up. It's pretty fucking clear. Like,
It's like, okay, that was on me.
out of the zone though, because I'm not. There we go. Oh, the headshot guy's gone. Want to teach me how to use the bow?
And also the yokai, like any like yokai that are like special summoned, they never appear besides the one time.
Okay. So like I'm not gonna have to worry about that thing a second time.
Yeah, even if you go to even if you go to an altar, they won't come back. And that's only for special summon yokai. Any like common ones
Yeah.
that are there, like they will come back. But yeah, special summon ones tend to be more tougher, and you're gonna find ones that are like cyclopses and stuff like that.
Come here. Come in this small corridor and fight me one-on-one. Hell yeah. And I can go back to my shit here.
Do it like Kenshin does.
I'm out of arrows. Fuck.
You are. That's also Rurouni Kenshin. That's a series I wish I didn't learn how terrible the author was. Because like you heard about what happened with the author, right?
No, I don't keep up with shit like that.
Okay, so Rurouni Kenshin was one of my favorite, and like that's one of the things that got me into anime. And have you ever seen Rurouni Kenshin?
I don't think I have.
Yeah, it's basically. Do you know this? Do you know like at least like the story of it, like the bits? I'm gonna take that as a no, correct?
Probably.
Okay, so basically, Kenshin
Best
was
case
a
scenario, I
guy.
just don't remember.
Okay, so basically, Kenshin was a guy who fought. I believe they called it the Bakumatsu. It's legit a time where some people fought against the shogunate of Japan to end the feudal system and essentially implement a new form of democracy. You know, kind of like how, you know, in England they're like, yeah, these kings kind of suck. So basically, Kenshin was one of the patriots of the new system, and he killed a lot of people. He was known as Batosai, the manslayer.
Move!
And after an incident happened, he vowed to never use his sword to take another life again.
Okay.
That
It's one of those stories.
yeah. Yeah, so basically, and it's the thing about it was that a lot of it was based on semi-true events. Like, for instance, one of my favorite scenes, there was an army known as the Sekihotai, and basically the Patriots told the Sekihotai, because they needed the farmers on their side, that they would get tax breaks, all of this, that, and a third. But then realizing that that wasn't sustainable, they then labeled the Sekihotai as a false imperial army. They killed the people who were leaders of the Sekihotai, publicly executed them, and this was fact for years, but it became known that that was basically a lie, that they basically like used these farmers and then they labeled them as a false imperial army to execute them because they couldn't actually lower taxes. So the Sekihotai were real. What wasn't real was that the character of Sanosuke Sagara, who became a central character of the show. So it was kind of like that, how a lot of the people and places and events were real, but
How do I
the
do that
characters
drop down
themselves,
attack again?
you just basically just press the attack button while you're dropping down.
Hell yeah. That was cool.
Yeah, so basically like that that was the main thing about Rurouni Kenshin. The talks of the Shinsengumi were real, Sekihotai, the Meiji government, the Meiji era. So it had historical realism, but you know, again, they had anime stuff to it. So then, like, it was one of my favorite anime. Like, it was really good. They had one of the best sort of antagonists ever in like the third season. Basically, after Kenshin said he wasn't going to be a manslayer anymore, they named a successor called Shishio, and the government was like, okay, this guy knows all our secrets, so they executed him. And they brought it up. It's like, wait, if Kenshin was still your guy, you would have tried to do the same thing to him also. And the funny thing is, Shishio wasn't upset that they executed him, or tried to, because basically they shot him in the head, then they burned him alive, but he survived because, you know, anime. His thing was, it just kind of showed him, it formed his ideal of social
Look how cool this
Darwinism.
hat is.
It takes a while because you're on a, it's on a delay.
Yeah.
So let's see the cool hat.
It's a heavy version of essentially the DLC one. So there's no reason.
There's like, there's literally no use for this except that it looks cool. Which it does. A lot of old school Japanese armor actually does look cool. So yeah, Rurouni Kenshin was like one of my favorite shows growing up. And then you find out that the creator was caught one time with a lot of CP.
Ooh.
Like, it's weird to say a lot because even a small amount is too much.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree on that. Yeah. Yeah. Like even a megabyte is like too much. But yeah, he not only was he caught with a lot of CP, but also because he did this you know, show that was, you know, sort of, you know, based in Japan, and, you know, people loved it because, you know, it was like the history of Japan and things of that. Because he knew friends in high places like the Diet, he literally just got a slap on the wrist. Like literally, he just got a slap on the wrist for having a fuck ton of CP. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Which is why I don't feel bad when I pirate his shit.
There's a lot of fire in this village.
There is a lot of fire.
But I see a place I can pray and I can get my level up.
But yeah, he ended up having like friends, like, and so he was given a slap on the wrist. So like after that, and it's like I love the series. Like I won't buy I won't buy anything of like the merchandise like from that show, even though it's like one of my favorite sort of animes that kind of like formed it. Like if the property ever got sold, then yeah. But it's like if he's still profiting from it, I'm like nah, fuck that. Yeah, it's the inverse of, because you know Ren and Stimpy was supposed to come back, right?
I did not know that.
Yeah, it was supposed to come back, but John Chris Belushi, he's also a terrible person. They made a documentary, and just besides the legal stuff, so basically, you know how they say every artist kind of puts themselves into art?
I don't want to fight this revenue.
But yeah, you know how they say like every artist kind of puts themselves into art? So basically, John Chris Belushi and his girlfriend, they were kind of the people who were talking about like Ren and Stimpy. They were saying that they were kind of based on John and his girlfriend. And when they were talking about the character of Stimpy, how like it was his girlfriend, her friends, her artists would mention the good qualities. Like, yeah, she was really Stimpy, you know, all hearts, very nice, always trying to make people smile. And when they asked John Chris Belushi, is like, well, you know, they say, you know, about characters, who are you? Is like, well, I can either be an asshole, a complete retard. I'm not gonna be a retard, so obviously I'm, you know, Ren. I was like, wow, dude. Not only did he just drop the R word like nothing, but he's like, yeah, my girl. Like, he basically just implied that his ex-girlfriend was a fucking idiot. And that's why no one likes to work for John Chris Belushi.
Oh fuck, they can still grapple me even though I was in God, but what? Oh fuck.
Oh yeah, the ninja ones?
Yeah. Shit.
Oh, no, not the ninja ones though, those guys, yeah, those guys suck. They just like puke on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, for that, so in case you die, you can actually get to that guy from the corner of the house. You see like the alleyway? Yeah. Again, that's the thing about this game. If you
How do
die,
I
you'd be like,
heal
okay, let me
from
get.
this?
You don't.
There's probably like an item.
Well, if you invest points in dexterity and ninjutsu, you can learn ninja arts, and one of those.
I like that it didn't kill me. It just left me on like 1 health.
Yeah, it's. Well, it would have killed you, but you were lucky enough that you had enough health.
I think I'm better off still praying.
Yeah, you should pray, honestly. Especially because that other yokai won't come back because he was a special summon.
Yeah. Plus, I have a level up anyway. Right.
But yeah, so basically, and so over the course of the film, they then talked to John Chris Belushi that there were several allegations that he flew out girls who were like 15, 16 and stuff,
Jesus.
and they were like, yeah, living in his place. And they talked to some of the like people there, and it was like, well, at first, you know, it just thought, oh, here's a young artist, and he's like giving another young, you know, he's giving a young artist a spot, and then he's like, that's what I thought, and then 2 weeks later, she was living with him, and I was like, this doesn't seem right.
Nope. It's a fucked up place.
And so it is a fucked up place, but the most telling thing is when the women tell their stories, John Chris Belushi was like, he never apologized for it. He was like, you know, things happen, this, that, and the third. And then like the person behind the camera was like, he's like, did you want to like apologize? Like, was that an apology? And it was like, and then you think about, no, this motherfucker never actually said sorry. He just said a string of words to distract you. I was like, wow, like I've heard of like predatory behavior, but like that was my first time actually seeing it like right there.
Oh yeah.
Like literally just like a string of words. Like, and looking back, it's like, wow, he actually never actually apologized. He was just like, well, you know, think. I was like, man, he. So yeah, so basically, Ren and Stimpy was supposed to come back on Comcast for Paramount Plus, and John Chris Belushi no longer owns Ren and Stimpy. He doesn't at all. But because it has his name, you know, because he's attached as the creator, and those allegations came out, Paramount decided not to go ahead with it. And I can somewhat kind of understand, because maybe with new Ren and Stimpy, people would. I think he owns like the first 2 seasons.
Yeah.
But even then, I'm not so sure.
They probably
But,
just like, you know what, fuck it. We're not doing any of this.
Which is a shame, because you know the artists and other people who are there, like it's no longer in any way associated with John. Nickelodeon owns the full rights, Paramount, of Ren and Stimpy. Which it's kind of funny because they go over that, and they kind of like call John out on his shit, because basically the woman from Nickelodeon says that he presented a different show, and it was like a bunch of kids or whatever called Our Gang, and it was supposed to be kind of like an animated sort of Little Rascals, but they weren't interested in that, so they were like,
So
we
we
just
got
want
Ren
this
and
dog
Stimpy
and this.
instead.
Yeah, it's like we just want this dog and this cat. That's it. Fuck them kids. They were literally like, fuck them kids. We want the dog. We want the cat. And
This guy can shoot me from his fucking ladder. It's bullshit.
But you can also, if you had ammo, you can like shoot him and like he will like fall down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, in Ren and Stimpy, so that's what they were saying, because like after. They were like upset that, you know, he's such a perfectionist that things weren't coming out on time, and again, he's very much an asshole about it. That eventually they fired him, and he tried to say that Ren and Stimpy was his work, and it's always easy to sort of like go with the, because that's an easy narrative. You know what I mean? You have the multi-million-dollar company, and you have the artists. So when you hear that narrative, it's always kind of easy to like not look at the facts and be like, you know, it's obviously the multi-million-dollar company who's at fault, or rather, multi-billion-dollar.
Yeah, you wouldn't even second guess that.
Yeah, but when you look at it, you find out that Nickelodeon had so much sort of control, like what they wanted, that in many ways they had equal parts over the development of Ren and Stimpy, because again, his original idea was completely different from what they envisioned it. So. Ideally, if John Chris Belushi wasn't a horrible person, I would imagine it would be like a 50-50 split. But again, he's kind of a douche, so it's like, I don't want to say it's worse than a douche. I mean, this guy fucking flew out 15-year-olds, or like he manipulated girls. Like he would literally be on AIM chat rooms and like, yeah, your art is so great, this, that, and a third. And you kind of feel bad for some of the girls, because like, yeah, like they haven't even like fucking touched a stencil or whatever the fuck in years because of that. I was like, that must suck to have like something like
he's definitely ruined people's lives over shit like that.
I mean, that really fucking like that. Like, I've never had an experience like I can't even imagine that, like not doing something I love because someone's ruined it. Like, that must like be fucking horrible, honestly, to like lose the thing you.
I'm over here. Oh no, I can't.
But yeah, that must be like legit horrible to like lose the thing that you were like passionate about and love because of fucking some asshole taking advantage of you. So, lesson of the day, sometimes the multi-billion-dollar company is right when screwing over the artists. Sometimes.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Hellraiser, that's what's in it. Oh, that's coming back, actually.
What?
There's a Hellraiser reboot.
Oh, it's just a regular ass sword. Okay.
Oh, that reminds me, so... You see how they're differently colored?
With the yellow, oh yeah, that one's blue.
Yeah, so basically, that's the sort of rarity of it.
Mhm.
And you see in weapons how they have larger bars. When you fill up those sections, it actually increases
Oh.
the damage. So you're actually pretty close to actually making it more powerful. So, it's the familiarity. The familiarity rises with what the weapon is. So you have normal, which is nothing. Then the second one is like yellow. It's the next rarity. Blue is the next rarity. And then there is for the first time playthroughs, purple. And you rarely get purple, but it's mostly you will get it from making weapons like at the blacksmith. That's why I said, you know, don't offer your weapons. It's better, in my opinion, to save them.
Like all these extra little common shits.
Yeah, so basically what happens is that she breaks them down, and then you can make materials from, like, it takes 10 normal to make 1 yellow, and 10 yellow to make 1 blue, and then 10 blue to make 1 purple. But even then, it's a crapshoot, like, if you actually get purple.
Alright, big fuck.
So that's why it's best to hoard these weapons. So like you're never like, oh man, you know, because you want purple. You don't want yellow.
Absolutely love that I can just keep cheesing those for I mean, I'm not really cheesing it by using the spirit power thingy, but it feels like I'm cheesing it.
Like I said, you can really use it during the early parts, but I found myself during later parts of the game not really utilizing them like all that much, unless it was specifically in boss fights.
Yeah.
And even then, there's some bosses where like I didn't even use them at all.
Fuck. Thought he was dead.
Oh yeah, you know what's, you wanna know something funny? So Kokochi's just been playing that Game of Thrones strategy game, Winter's Coming. So you know that meme? I think I downloaded the wrong disc. So I showed her the meme. I think I downloaded the wrong Game of Thrones. She's like, it doesn't seem that much different from the actual Game of Thrones.
Nope.
And I'm like, you're right. How much of an easy time did those porn producers have? And it was like, what did we change? Not that much, honestly. It's like, it was written already.
Yeah, I mean, it's already there. Some of the best written porn ever made.
Yeah, George R.R. Martin might have an incense fetish.
Absolutely does. No might.
George R.R. Martin is a secret weeb.
I mean, he bought a train company in Santa Fe, if I remember right. He's
So there's
literally
no secret
rebuilding an out-of-date railroad. He's a giant fucking nerd.
No, but I said like, no, the train thing, like, yeah, like Japan loves trains. Like, it's weird. Like, you know, there's a season of Super Sentai. I showed you based on trains, the one with the train like shoots out of the crotch.
Jesus.
Like, I'm pretty sure I showed you that gif, right?
I feel like I would have remembered.
Yeah, I showed it to you. And it was like, it's like when they say it's Sentai and chill, and it's like the giant robot, and there's it's like
I like
made
that
of
I could see
trains
the axe of this one fucking big guy off to the side. Like they're gonna trick me.
Yeah. He's like, Yeah, it's not the most like versatile weapon to hide behind a giant fucking axe.
Shit. Little difficult to deal with both of them at once, though. Fuck! That's the second rooftop I've fallen through.
Yeah, those get annoying. Also, do you actually want to know the real reason why Season 8's apparently, like, stank?
Who's season 8?
Game of Thrones?
They were going to go work on Star Wars.
Yes, that was it. So, apparently, HBO told them, hey, if you need an extra season, we will pay you, like... HBO was on their fucking hands and knees basis. Like, if you need an extra season to wrap things up, we will pay you what the actors, whatever the fuck you need, bro. And that's no problem at all. And they were like, nah, man.
We can do this.
Yeah, because they got an offer. They got an offer from Disney, and like it wasn't even a concrete offer.
No.
I was like, hey, maybe come.
No, Disney pulled it afterwards. They ended up not doing Star Wars.
Yeah, which, like, that isn't a rare thing. You know, sometimes some ideas are just speculative, or just like, hey, man, maybe we can work something out. So they just shat out Game of Thrones Season 8 for Disney to be like, you know, that was just an idea, bro. It wasn't concrete. We don't actually have a job for you.
Come on, you big fuck. Jump down here. Oh,
so try high stance. Yeah, what you need to do is try high stance, and if you get them on the head, it'll break their horns, and then you can start fucking wailing on them.
Oh. I'll switch to high stance and try that out. So hoping he'd jump down onto the ground. But he was not willing to.
I found that super useful with Kasuragami. Now, you can either, like, do the special, like, you know, high attack where, like, you stab them on the ground, but I found just, like, keep high attacking them while they're, like, kind of breathing hard. Like, I found that, like, an easy way to kill, like, them a lot of the times.
Fuck! I did not have the stamina to go in there. I did not have the stamina for that.
Yeah.
I knew
that's
it.
the thing, you gotta get them right dead center when they're facing you to get their horns broken off. Like, if you get that sweet spot, that will just, like, instantly, like, break their horns off. I mean, but you're still having fun, yeah?
Yeah.
Like I said, like, for everything, it's... I feel like the best games in this genre, you never feel like it was the game's fault that you died.
No.
It's more like, okay, that's
so far, every mistake I've made, I've absolutely been like, nope, I fucked up.
He's like, no, that's on me. It's like, no,
I do not like the stamina. Like, just when you go to that heavy breathing, you're just fucked. You really are.
Yeah, the heavy
fucked.
Yeah, the heavy stance takes up a lot of stamina, especially because I think you're over 70, aren't you, for your?
Yeah, I'm at like 77.
Yeah, so that's also gonna like reduce it. Like I said, if you're gonna do that, you gotta make sure your key pulses are on point every time.
None of my other fucking armor is remotely as good as what I'm really wearing. It's still saying under that 70.
Yeah, but as I said, when you advance through the game, eventually, like, it's gonna be armor sets.
Yeah.
So that's really the big focus, honestly.
Anyway.
I'll be back. I'm gonna get some food.
Yeah.
And a cream soda Pepsi. Yeah, they sell those now.
Headshot. coil thing. There's some spirit guy right there. Hi, little buddy. Alright, let's try this again. Don't think I'm gonna be able to get my spirit. What do we got? That. Same. It's heavy. Stack those. Shit. Shit. We're fucked up. Shit. At least we recovered it. I didn't realize how low on health we were. Got cornered.
So I take it you died.
No. Yes. I did recover, and then I got cornered, and as I ran away, I aggroed all of the little enemies that I didn't kill first. So I had like 5 guys chasing me down.
Yeah, I noticed what you still aren't. You had to remember to use that lock-on feature because missing attacks can kill you.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I died right there. You can see the little doggo at the bottom. I aggroed, like... Oh, I didn't go into any of these buildings that last time, so... Every one of those guys I aggroed.
See, after you kill him, you can kick that ladder down. That way next time you can just leave and then go up that ladder.
I did find one more of the guides. So that was good.
Oh, the Kodamas.
Yep.
Yeah, like I said, there's like 9 in the stage, and some of them are pretty decently hidden. But again, with your mini map, eventually you'll find like pieces of equipment that say Kodama sense. So like I would equip those just to find the Kodamas, and then I was just like gonna equip them.
Yeah, I'm gonna literally go and clear all of these buildings before I go deal with that guy again. Because I would have been decently okay if I hadn't. Like, I dropped down here because I fell through the hole, and then that aggroed that guy and like 4 more. So I would have been in a lot better shape otherwise. This guy.
Yeah.
Didn't know he was here.
Yeah, it's just something you kind of learn as you kind of go through the game. Honestly, like I said, it's trial and error, like Dark Souls, but unlike Dark Souls, where sometimes it'll be like, oh, here's this poisonous swamp, where they kind of like the game trolls you.
Here's an entire region where you're going to die from just being in. That was a bullshit place to be. And even Dark Souls players don't like that place.
The swamps. I just call them the Asbog swamps.
Yeah. I did like 43 episodes of a fucking playthrough on YouTube for that shit.
It's
like I've actually, I enjoyed none of it. Like I enjoyed Big Spider Lava Lady. That was a fun boss. I didn't like kill. I didn't like killing. Because she has a sister who's blind. And only the 2 of them know the language she speaks. So, like, once she's dead, her sister's all alone now. Fuck! No! Not this shit again! No!
No, I actually, that was one of the few boss fights, the Spider Lady, where I died like more than once, honestly, where I think I died a fair like 4 or 5 times.
Oh, I enjoyed that fight. I actually did pretty well. Like,
oh, I'm not saying like I didn't enjoy the fight. I'm saying that's because I feel like the boss fights in Dark Souls are kind of overhyped. Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Where many of them, I feel like once you get the pattern down, like it's not that like again. And I've told you my playstyle is literally that of idiots. Let me equally level up everything.
You're watching me play this, so.
I was worse, because again, I was like, let me focus on stamina. I was like, no, everything will level up equally. So even with that, there aren't many Souls bosses where I feel like I've died like more than maybe 2 or 3 times tops. And she was one of the few where it was like, you know, I died a fair few times.
So with high stance, if he's facing me, I can hit him with it. Right?
Yeah, the Odachi is also pretty good for that.
Okay. Honestly, I've got the meter thing. I might just fucking switch to that.
That might be for the best, especially because that's a summoned yokai, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, since he's a summoned yokai, so even if you die after that, you know, he's not coming back.
Yeah.
You should kick the ladder down first. Kick the ladder down.
How? Ah, he fucking one-shots me. Fuck. I really thought I had him.
It's out of the delay, you almost, but also you should have kicked the ladder down.
Yeah, I didn't see the ladder.
He's like, you've only mentioned it 3 times.
What's the blessing I can get here? More souls. That's what I want. Yes. Alright. Let's do this. I can definitely get him now. Like, I have no doubt that I can't get him. So.
Yeah, you were right. You were like on the edge.
Yeah.
The thing is, like I said, if
I had him down and I didn't
you-
hit him for a minute, and that
you
was
missed
it.
like two, you missed, yeah, because you missed like 2 attacks. Like you need to start locking on.
Yeah, apparently even when it's just one-on-one, you still need to do that.
It makes the game easier.
Yeah.
Like, what was it? I think the first Dark Souls, like, it didn't allow you to lock on. Was it?
No, you could lock on that.
Maybe I'm thinking of Demon Souls.
Maybe.
OG one, which is... Wow, that game has not aged well at all.
No.
Like, just looking at it, it reeks of early PlayStation 3. We didn't know how to actually make a game, and we just put it together with hopes and bubblegum and hope it stuck together.
Fuck! Woo! Those fucking fire arrows don't feel good.
I would imagine in real life they wouldn't feel that great. Yeah.
Heal after that guy. Whew. Yeah, honestly, every death I have absolutely earned. Every death.
Well, yeah, especially because you need to lock on.
Even with just
It
one
makes
enemy.
it easier to. I mean, it's because even with that axe guy, it would have been easier to like strafe out of the way and you know do everything.
Yeah.
Circle around him. Use some UFC strats. Also, I need
I missed this guy.
like there's a UFC game on sale. Like I don't actually like watch or enjoy the UFC, but I like might need some footage for the second game, Fear Effect 2. Because I told you how like the big thing was it actually has one of the few like rare cases of somewhat decent LGBT representation, right?
No. Oh yeah, no, yeah,
so
you
yeah.
did, never mind. Sorry,
Yeah,
I
like
thought
the
we
game itself.
yeah, because it's like
Yeah,
how they
so-
promoted it, right?
Yeah, it was like the ad, which the guys, you know, the people making the game have no sort of like connection with the ad people. So they were kind of surprised like by the ads themselves, because like in the game, yeah, there's like in the first part some like pretty weird. You know, it's written by a bunch of straight dudes, so you're not gonna get the full package. You know, you're gonna get some weird moments here and there, but it's still, you know, they're just written as two women who happen to love each other, and
So many
it
souls
does a pretty-
lost.
so many.
Maybe, I don't know. I haven't
And-
been paying attention to how many I've lost.
So yeah, so the game does a pretty decent job of actually like portraying that, and I'm gonna like juxtapose that with, you know, in wrestling, how like lesbians were portrayed as, you know, basically eye candy essentially. Like, have you heard of from WWE hot lesbian action?
Why is that a thing?
It was a thing, but the thing is, since it's wrestling, they wouldn't just say it like that. It would be like in the most raspy voice. Hot lesbian. And so basically, they got two. You can't see me, but I'm using air quotes lesbian because these were two straight women, and they shared like the most sexless kiss of all time. Like you could tell, like they were just acting,
No,
and not good at it. So basically, that's what they would say. They would announce hot lesbian action. Lesbians would come out. They would kiss, and again, it was a terrible kiss, like terrible kiss.
Hey, that's
And
some
the dude-
grade A marketing, alright?
Yeah, and the since it was garnered towards, you know,
Chicks.
1835 men, the dudes would go insane, but also sometimes people would run into the ring to beat up the lesbians, and people would also go wild.
Yeah. So yeah, I can't actually have the gay people on TV.
Yeah, not really. Like, there was another thing that was Billy and Chuck, where they pretended that the tag teams were like lovers, and they were gonna have a wedding, and they even got like attention from Glad,
What is?
and then they was like, no,
Just fucking what?
So yeah, so they got attention from Glad because again, unfortunately, wrestling plays to the lowest common denominator.
Mhm.
But then they found out Glad found out at the end it was all a work, because Billy and Chuck was like, "What? We're not gay." Like literally, WWE just did that to like I guess troll Glad. I guess I don't
Yeah.
know the reason why WWE does half the things it does.
No, I don't think they know why either.
Oh, they honestly don't. I can tell you the amount of storylines that they just dropped. Like I told a friend, because someone asked me, was there a cuckold angle in wrestling recently? And I said, which one? There was more than one. That
Why?
I should not live in I should not live in a world where if someone says the cuckold angle, which one?
No, that's weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
Like someone in marketing thought that was a good idea too.
It was Vince McMahon. Everything runs by Vince. He's a crazy old man. Like, so for the first one, there's this guy named Rusev, and he has this like real life wife Lana, and the thing was that she was like went with Bobby Lashley instead, and he left the company before they finished the angle.
Mhm.
They wanted to finish the angle by saying the reason Lana left Rusev was because he has erectile dysfunction. And he was like, you would have just killed the character would be a joke at that point.
Yeah.
But he was actually pretty nice about it. He was like, hey, you know what? There are people who suffer with that. I'm not mocking that. But to put that on the character, that would just that would kill the character.
Yeah.
And then there was Mike Bennett and Maria Kanellis. So they changed Mike Bennett's name to Mike Kanellis. And the joke was that basically Maria Kanellis had Mike Bennett, and she said she got pregnant, and she says, hey, this baby might not be yours. And also so she said that to his character, but also they're married in real life, so someone thought it would be funny to have her say that to
Her actual
her
husband.
real life. Yes.
What is the WWE?
It's basically Vince's whims, and sometimes it's great, but sometimes you can tell, okay, this is obviously a 70-year-old man who's behind all this.
What? Like, none of what you've said should be an actual sentence.
Yes, and the thing is, like, I was not entertained. It's like, wrestling is supposed to entertain me. This is not entertaining.
I find those
Like,
guys that crawl on the floor so fucking difficult to hit.
I hate them.
It's
I
so
fucking
fucking
hate 'em.
hard
I
to
fucking
hit.
hate 'em.
Ooh, there's a shortcut to this
For
one.
them, I find high stance with the Kasuragami is your best bet.
Yeah. I keep forgetting
Because it does
stances are a thing. Like,
like I said, the game. I think because you're still sort of in the Dark Souls mindset. Like it takes a while to sort of like break from that mold. Know what I mean? But yes, that's oh my god,
I
like
think I'm getting
WWE
the
does.
hang of this, though. I reached maximum familiarity with this weapon. There we
Yeah,
go.
which basically means it's been powered up.
Yeah.
But yes, that WWE has some weird. And here's the thing: I can enjoy weird things in wrestling. Like Danhausen is a great wrestler. Basically, Danhausen's gimmick, and I don't know how they got along with it, but basically now he was on Conan's podcast. So part of his gimmick is that he's actually Conan O'Brien's son,
What?
and he's like. Yes, and he's like a cartoon character from like the 50s. He's like, yes, very evil, very nice, much money. But people go nuts. He's basically like a fucking cartoon character, but it's great. Like he has a jar, he carries around the jar of teeth for reasons.
Ah. I don't like that.
He just does. And his whole thing is he's doing it because he wants to get money from... Yeah, that's it. Money, yeah. That's his motivation, money.
Oh,
And he adds the word Hausen to some words. He'll be like, yes, Hausen. And
wrestling is somehow worse than reality TV because it is reality TV.
no, here's the thing. I will pick Danhausen over a cuckold story any day of the week, because at least Danhausen's entertaining.
Just
He's Conan O'Brien's son in the world of wrestling. Like, Conan O'Brien saw that, it was like, yes, I love this, I'm in.
well, yeah, because like, if anything, he might have got new viewers that otherwise would not have watched him.
I mean,
Wish
he just
I
does a
fucking
podcast now.
arrows.
I mean, he just does a podcast now, but they showed like interviews like back in
Does
the
he
day.
not have a late
and-
show anymore? He was on TBS, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he decided to end it, and now he just sort of like he was already doing a podcast for a while,
Yeah.
and he was kind of enjoying it. Like, I think one of his first statements about it is that like he's interviewed and he's like talked to Ben Stiller like a fucking million times over the years, but like on his podcast, like, you know, without like sort of TV show format, he was actually able to like talk with him. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
And-
instead of Ben Stiller, the act.
Like, podcasting has changed a lot of the entertainment world. There we go. Try to aggro this fucking guy.
Yeah, so, yeah, he was on Conan's Conan's always, like, they showed, like, clips from, like other, like, old school, like, wrestling, like, when they would come on the, like, the Late Show, with, like, Yokozuna, and, like, he would, like, Conan would be, like, in characters, like, oh, Yokozuna, like, he's like, he's gonna, like, do this and that. It's like, yes, he is Conan-san. So, he's always seems to be, also, Regis Philbin was a huge fan of wrestling also.
Weird.
Yeah,
Alright.
he actually wanted.
Alright. We're
Yeah.
gonna heal up to full.
Yeah, you should do that. But yeah, Regis actually wanted more wrestlers on like the show,
Where
but
is
they
this
were like,
ladder?
no. It's okay. It's like right there.
You're on a delay.
Instead of going towards the enemy,
Yep.
you go away
Yep.
from them.
Yep. Found it.
Okay, I'm about to be like, is that found ladder sounds?
Come on, motherfucker.
Okay. Okay. The fact that Scott Steiner is in wrestling is the best thing. Have I ever showed you the Scott Steiner map promo?
No.
Okay, so it's basically Scott Steiner speaking gibberish.
Shit.
Where
I
basically
don't want to be back here.
you're on such a delay. I'm like, I hope you actually get him.
I fell off. I did just get a bunch of souls. So he died. Yes. Okay.
He might have got burned to death.
Yeah. Oh,
you can't
fuck.
inflict death damage.
I hope there's a fucking shrine somewhere close. Hey, I see a guy.
There is.
See the little fucker. How do I reach him? Do you see him?
I'm on a delay, so.
Yeah. I'm aiming at him, so.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I see him. Yeah, you just go. Yeah, for that.
I don't think I can get him from the other side. I think I have to get him this way.
No, you never shoot them, ever.
Yeah, no, I'm
You have to
saying,
fin-
like, I don't think I can go from, like, this side of the, fuck. The region.
pretty sure
I
there's
think
a-
I need to
I'm
be
pretty-
over here.
I'm pretty sure there's a ladder. Like, you can just, like, jump down, there's a ladder.
Yeah. I can hear the enemy.
Because, yeah, you see. Yeah, like, you see that, all that fire?
Yeah.
Okay, when you were pointing to the Kadama, there was also, like, a giant tank. And you kick that down, and what it does is that breaks the fire apart. So if you die, it's easier to come back.
Oh. Shit, I thought I killed that guy.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
There we go. Oh, all this fire?
Yes, all that fire.
A lot of fucking fire. there's gonna be a way to clear that shit.
Yes. Basically, there's gonna be alleys, and you go into the alleys on that side where the Kodama was, and you'll be able to make it.
Fuck these guys. God, I hate them. It's like crawling around little bastards. Do you have the
Yeah, there's,
audio
like,
on for the Twitch stream or just this audio? For the Discord?
Just this one.
Okay, good.
Just a Discord because I feel.
So it's not
Yeah, because it's already on delay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're hearing
Yeah,
what I'm
so-
saying. But
Yeah,
before
before it
you can
happens,
see
like
what I'm doing.
Yeah, it'd be like, fuck this guy. I was like, okay, let's see what happens.
Ooh, there's a hammer. Oh.
Yeah, so honestly, I think you should go back.
Hold up, I'm checking
Because-
equipment. Go back where? Back to the fire?
Yes. There's gonna be an alley. You should switch to high stands because there'd be more of those like crawly guys, and then there's gonna be a ladder, and you're gonna be able to like kick that water down because again, there's a good chance that you're gonna die, and you don't want to go all the way back. So
Well, I
it'll
can't-
be.
oh,
able to,
that big bucket. I see the bucket. I don't
Yes,
see what
the
I'm supposed to hit for it though.
Yeah, you're supposed to be next to the bucket.
Oh, get up there. Okay,
Yeah. Yes. And
I
then you
gotta
kick
go
the bucket down.
this way.
Yeah, because again, I'm hoping you're not gonna die, but let's be realistic here.
I fully expect to die. How do I get through all of my life?
It's like, make some toast. I don't know. This toast might be sus.
Yeah. Ah! Saw that one coming. Ha! He walked into the fire.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure that leads to
Yeah!
Like,
Fuck that guy.
like you remember from the first shrine that from the last shrine, that big fire, the one you first see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a shortcut to over there.
Okay. Oh, high stance on this weapon is so weird. I like it.
And the yeah, I found that super useful for
Woo,
killing the
woo,
little
don't
crawly
go in the
guys.
fire. Don't go in the fire, Alex. Fire bad. Wait a minute. Oh shit! No, this is literally. Yeah. It's literally just a shortcut. Okay.
Yeah, so say like in case you end up dying, it's it's easier to get back there instead of going all the way
Yeah.
around.
All right. Now to get to our little guide buddy.
So yeah, because like after you beat the boss, then you just go on a different mission. So again,
So you
it's
don't
different
really
from
come
a
back
Souls
here?
like. Maybe for another mission, or if you want to do it again, maybe get some more like souls if you feel like you aren't ready for the next mission after.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, it's different from a Souls like in that regard. From instead of having like an interconnected world, it being like that. Like you still have things like, oh, I'll make a shortcut here to go to there, but it's not like again like Souls like where it's like, okay, now I have a key so I can avoid that entire fucking swamp region no one likes. Honestly,
I
that's
got
one of
like-
the few parts.
I got like halfway through the Dark Souls one. I think I got past, or just past Sin's Fortress, which I think think is like considered the halfway mark.
I don't remember any of the locations. Like, I've beaten all these fucking games. I don't even remember the locations, dude. It's like, oh yeah, that part is, I'm like, oh.
Where the fuck do I go?
You're supposed to, no, you were on the right track.
Yeah, I know. I figured. I'm just gonna climb back up here and get a bird's eye view. I kind of feel like I should go back to the, shrine and level, but oh, I see where I'm supposed to go. But I don't want to respawn all these fucking enemies. You know?
You're like, is it worth it?
No, it's not. Like at point blank, that guy was still willing to draw his bowstring.
Yeah, that's like so funny. It's like, bro, at this length, like you're just gonna like get murked. I will say this: I do like how the archers generally tend to have like less, like even if they bring out their swords, they tend to have less health.
Yeah.
Because you know they focus so much on archery. It's a nice little touch.
Alright. So by coming down here, I did just miss out on doing a drop attack on those guys. Maybe. Can I jump and grab that ladder? I don't think I can.
No, no, I can't even see where you're at. But as soon as you said it, I'm like, no.
Fuck, there are 3 of them right there too. Oh, it opens up to that boat area. Okay. Hey, there's a guide. Hey, little buddy.
Yeah, and the boat, that is where you will fight the first boss.
Yeah. So I should probably
However,
level up first.
However, if you go, instead of going to the boat, if you go right, you'll be able to go up like this trailway, and you'll be able to unlock this gate, which will lead to the shrine. So you'll get a straight shot from the shrine to the boat.
That's a very satisfying little kill right there in this alley. I think I did that really well.
Batman does not approve.
Batman kills people, okay?
No, it doesn't.
How many broken necks do you think Batman leaves on goons with no health insurance? Batman kills people.
Hey. First of all, everyone knows the water in Gotham is like super, like it gives you extra durable necks. Also, I've never seen Batman break anyone's neck.
He hangs criminals upside down from high-density cables at quick velocity. He's killing people, alright?
No, because like Spider-Man, he knows how to do it without...
No. Spider-Man's, I'll agree, is probably like some level of yeah. Part of his body. Biological. There we go. Batman's, no. Batman kills people.
Batman has never... Listen, it's not like Daredevil. Daredevil has killed somebody.
Oh, Daredevil absolutely kills people, but he doesn't fucking hide it either. He's like... That dude's fucking beating up Russians in the hallway.
Actually, no, he's only canonically killed one person. I forgot who it was. I think it's Chip Zdarsky. He's doing a run on Daredevil. It's actually been really good. You know how like Daredevil is one of the few characters who is like outwardly like super religious?
Yeah.
I think like that was actually kind of a thing from the, I feel
even
like
the
it's a
Netflix
shame
he was still kind of was there. So
yeah, like you know him and Nightcrawler, like their Catholicism plays like a huge part in their characters. Like even Daredevil says like it's that Catholic guilt. A lot of like he kind of like self-disparages it a lot of times.
Can I go
yeah,
left here?
You also can go left, but I would advise going right first.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so basically what happened is like, yeah, he was like just fighting like just some thug who like, you know, just broke into something or whatever, and he ended up like throwing a baton, and yeah, he ended up killing the guy.
Question.
And yes.
Can I swim?
No.
So that guy that's sitting over on there on the water.
He is standing on a fucking pier. He is not standing on. He is not Jesus
That's
Christ.
a fucking trick. That is literally a new player running into the fucking ocean.
Yeah, that is. Okay, so look down. As long as there's like ground,
Yeah.
you're good.
I'm just trying to aggro some of these boat guys.
Yeah, so basically Daredevil, he like tossed the baton and ended up like just cracking like one person's skull, and like he was like just like a petty like sort of drug dealer, and that like racked him with guilt. So much so that he not only did he say he was gonna quit being Daredevil, but instead he put himself in jail. So like he's like serving time in jail, and like the really interesting thing is like he still understands that the dynamics are different, because he testified at the Supreme Court that heroes should be allowed to testify in legal cases with their mask on. So like he's allowed to like be in prison with his mask on.
Which also means all these criminals know who the fuck he is.
No, because he has his mask. He's just known as Daredevil, prisoner Daredevil.
Yeah, no, but like they can all go, oh fuck, that's Daredevil.
Yes.
So, like I'm sure there's still some that are like, I'm gonna beat the shit out of him.
Oh yeah, there's that, but there's also the fact that he has that radar sense.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah, and when he's talking to like his court-appointed therapist, like he says that he understands like he's a white dude in prison who's allowed to basically still be a superhero. The circumstances are different. And she says, do you feel like maybe this is doing more harm than good? Him being locked up in prison. And it's actually funny because like he's not worried about being attacked, but like as he's talking to one of the people who's in prison, he's like, I've been poisoned. Like, so yeah, because he's Daredevil, so everyone knows who he is.
Yeah. Yeah, they
but
do
yeah,
know
it's
what
been
he's capable of, but like they're still gonna try and fuck him up because they probably think he got lucky.
Yeah, and obviously, tensions are still high, but yeah, like he had one of the best things in the King in Black, which revealed the symbiotes, like their origins. So basically, what happened is, how like in the
that's where this fucking
movies,
door goes to.
Yes.
Oh, I heard.
Okay, so you know how in the movies they just introduced like the Celestials?
Yeah. Well, I haven't
Or, like,
watched
the gods
Eternals yet. I haven't watched any of the
But
current phase of Marvel.
I saw Black Widow and it was okay.
I've seen nothing since Far From Home. Like I've watched none of it.
Far From Home was good. I'm surprised I liked it.
I didn't like it.
fucking hated Homecoming.
I didn't care for it.
I enjoy that more than I could not stand Homecoming. Like there was too much Iron Man.
Oh,
in it.
sorry.
I was
Yeah,
like,
sorry.
bro.
Which one's? Yeah, the second one's Far From Home. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't like Far From Home.
Yeah, I preferred Far From Home over Homecoming because there was so much fucking Iron Man in Homecoming. I was like, bro, I paid to see Spider-Man. I did not pay. Like,
I still don't like that we're still back at the Spider-Man that's a tech guy instead of like Tom Holland's isn't. It is now a little heavy on it. Oh boy, this fight's gonna fuck me up.
Like he's super heavy on it, but
I
also
want to
the
level
thing
up
is,
before I deal with this guy. I think.
like the thing is, like I feel like Andrew Garfield had the best like comic accurate Spider-Man. But yeah, I could not stand. Like I like Michael Keaton, I do, but I feel like
Michael Keaton and the
it's
Vulture felt like a waste.
It did.
Like I love
and
him.
Also,
Barbarians. They're turning into
I loved his character, but like now we can't use him for anything else.
we can't. And DC might have him for a fucking Batman Beyond movie.
I hope they do it. I hope they do a Batman Beyond.
I hope they do, and because apparently Michael Keaton's been in talks. He's like, dude, Michael Keaton as older Bruce Wayne. Fuck yes.
I think that's
Make
what
it
they should be
yesterday.
doing with the Batman.
Actually, I'm interested in just the Batman because because basically what DC has said is that there's gonna be mainline DCEU stories, and then there's gonna be stories that exist outside the DC. They're gonna be their own separate thing, which I'm down for.
Hey, I got another
because
chief.
I did.
Beginning of a samurai.
Because like I enjoyed Joker, and especially because like it was just his own sort of encapsulated film. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
because while I enjoy some Marvel movies, sometimes it's like, bro, I don't want to I don't want to fucking see Iron Man so fucking much in my
Honestly,
Spider-Man movie.
I didn't mind it. I didn't mind the first Spider-Man because I thought everything else was really good. Like,
I just really don't like. I honestly don't like Iron Man. I feel like the people who simp for Iron Man unironically simp for Elon Musk.
oh, absolutely, absolutely. I like Iron Man. Like it's not. I don't think it's a bad character, but that's
I think
about.
he's a character.
I thought it was well done in the movies, but what my problem with it in the MCU is there was a whole build-up over those 3 Iron Man movies of Tony Stark coming to terms with his mortality and alcoholism. Like, his severe... Like, alcohol was a huge part of the 3rd Iron Man movie and 2nd Iron Man movie. But they removed all of it as a plot. And it's like, cool, now we're not watching him come to terms with all of this stuff. Like, he was getting over a lot, and they just remove it, and now he's just a rich asshole with no problems. Like, a little bit of PTSD becomes his whole character, is PTSD. And it's like,
Yeah.
you removed the layers he had.
That's his entire character. Is like he'll have a minor inconvenience
Yeah.
and then move on, like for instance.
And it's like he wasn't supposed to be that way. Even in the MCU.
For instance, like in Endgame, where
Yeah.
they're like, Tony, we have a plan, and he's like, no, I'm done. I'm not gonna think about it. And then in a fucking night, he solves it. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I wish it would have taken him more time. I have no problem with him solving it. Because, like, if there was going to be a character in the MCU that did it.
Here's what I wanted, because I wanted character development.
Yeah.
I would have liked if he was just fucking bullshitting that he forgot about it, and that he was actually slaving away.
Yeah,
for
like
years,
if he went
and then
down and, like, he'd been working, like, he had already thought of this, he'd been trying to figure out the solution himself. And thought it was
instead
insane.
of like doing. Yeah, instead of doing it in like one night, like I would buy that from Reed Richards. I would. Reed Richards, I would buy that from.
I fucked all of those shots up.
I thought you were gonna say I would fuck Reed Richards.
No, but I would fuck Tony Stark. But he would not be a generous lover. Fuck!
Except remember, Reed Richards can stretch any part of his body. Any part.
But... What really sucks that I'm struggling with here is I'm not running out of stamina that often anymore, which is great. But fuck when you do and you need to run away, you're just fucked.
Yeah. So I was rereading. I was getting some of the older X-Men comics, and I think I told you how I love Emma Frost. Because Emma Frost is like one of the best characters ever.
Fuck.
So basically, so you know how Scott mind cheated on Jean Grey with Emma Frost, right?
No. Wait, no, you've talked about this.
Yeah. So basically, Scott mind cheated on Emma Frost. No, Scott mind cheated on Jean Grey for Emma Frost. Like they never physically had sex. They just had like fucking psychic mental sex. Yeah, they did a lot of that. And eventually, once Jean died for like the 50th time, like she sent a harbinger. Oh, it's okay, Scott, for you to Emma Frost like sort of be together. So basically, Emma Frost was like told Scott the reason why Tony Stark doesn't respect you is because Tony Stark and Emma, because Emma Frost is a very, I don't want to say promiscuous woman,
That was
but
literally
she has
the
no
word I was
problem.
about to use.
But she has no problem like using sex to get what she wants or what she needs. And
She
so,
knows how the landscape can be played. Like,
essentially, everything is a game to her, and she intends on winning. Thanks.
how? I didn't realize how low on
Check
health
it.
I was. I should just run in and grab the thing.
You should have. So, he told. So she reveals, like, yeah, the reason why Tony Stark will never respect you, Cyclops, is because we used to sleep together. Literally, that's why Tony Stark will not respect Cyclops, because Cyclops is now putting his dick where Tony Stark at one time put his dick. And I'm thinking, Iron Man, why are you so focused on Cyclops' dick? Like, that's the gayest thing ever. Like, honestly, am I wrong? That seems pretty gay.
I mean, at least someone's focusing on him.
Because, like, it's both misogynistic and also very
yeah.
fuck, what's the word? It's both misogynistic and very telling, especially for a character who, like, is known to, like, sleep with a lot of women.
Yeah.
About what might really be,
yeah,
what
it's a
he might
weird
really be wanting.
It's a weird stance for
So
fuck
that's why
the
I like
fire arrows.
And it's actually funny. So basically, Iron Man was made on a bet, because he was made during the Vietnam War, and they bet, hey, I bet you can't make a comic book out of a fucking guy who, like, sells like a war merchant. And they took the bet, and I think that was one of the things that Stan Lee had actually co-created, instead of just, like, saying he co-created,
Yeah,
like
instead of
Captain America, that he had. Yeah. Instead of, like, Captain America, where, like, he had no fucking interaction with Captain America.
I think it's time to go on the boat. What do you think?
First of all, is the boat called Bodie McBoatface?
It can be. I'm gonna go get this
It
item
should be.
that's over here at least. Wait, does this remove me from this area if I do this boat? Like if the boat's
You
the
go in a
boss?
boat.
Okay, so no, I want to go try to get that guide first.
Yeah, you should probably focus on that, because yeah, if you go inside the boat, then you're gonna just be transported to the inside of the boat.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh, where the fuck is that little fucker? I got a purple sword. I'm not fighting a level 12 Revenant. I don't even know what level I am. This is a mission level 5 or whatever the fuck that's. I'm level 7. I'm not fighting that. Fuck that. Oh, I get fucked up.
Yeah, but you see the little circle wheel over the Revenant?
Hmm?
It shows the rarity of the items it has.
Yeah. So he's got some. It's got some decent shit, but like, that's a level spike. That's not a couple levels for me. That's. Alright, so how do I get to this fucking. How do I get to the guide?
Like I said, you can't swim, but if you look at the water, as long as there's ground, you can walk.
Oh, so he's like right, like almost too deep. Yeah, I see it. That's fucking tricky. Like not tricky in that way. Like, that's kind of fucky to the player. I think there's one more somewhere.
Yeah, if you get them all, it'll tell you you found all the Kodama in this area.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check the shrine again. I think there's one more though. But I don't care if I respawn everybody, so. Dama blessing. Oh. Yeah, 5 out of 9. Shit, never mind. I'm gonna find 4 more of these bastards. I say as I can literally see one. There's one right fucking there. All right, 3 more of them. All right. And of course, this whole level isn't just this little ruined city area. It's the fucking forest I came out of too, isn't it?
Indeed.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to backtrack to see if I can find all these guys. Yeah, there was a whole section I didn't even fucking go through. Now that I think about it.
I'd say after you beat the level, just like open up a YouTube video, be like Kodama locations, and then like it'll just like show you everything.
Nope. I'm gonna try to find them.
That's your funeral.
It's like I didn't go back here. No, the only thing back here is a fucking revenant. This does not drop good shit for me. So. Oh, and there's another one. Look at that. There's 7. Yeah, so I definitely missed like a couple. Shit, how do I get back? Actually. Because I dropped down from here. I don't think I can get back to the earlier spots on the level.
Yes, you can.
How? Cause like this is where it teaches. Like this is where I dropped down from.
Yeah, and if you just go opposite of the shrine, you just end up going back to the first part. Like, you know how you enter that area
Yeah.
with the house? If you keep going north, then you see all those enemies, and you get back to the first part of the level.
Like there's the shrine. There's the house with the.
Like I said, no, you keep going north. Like, when you open up the area, and it's got like the big house where you fought like the first sort of like summon yokai, and when you keep going north, you'll see like all like those sort of like, and there's like 3 enemies, and that leads you to the first part of the level.
Hmm. We'll wander around a little bit. Because this through here takes me to the boat. I don't want to go to the boat.
Bodhi make boat face.
And that's the village. No, I don't think I want to go through the village. I want to go up this hill. Through this big fucking gate. There's like the enemies around the back. So, maybe this way? So this just took me to the Revenant, I think. Yeah, this doesn't take me anywhere. So this is a dead end. That's the village, that's a dead end, and that's what drops me down. Nope, completely lost.
Yeah, you went east and west, and you're not instead of.
Is that little
north.
like yellow white bit on my compass? Is that north? That part that glows?
No. No,
No?
that just leads you back to the shrine.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yep, okay.
So, like, do you see the enemies?
I'm gonna stand here for a second. Behind this big house is like 3 or 4 enemies.
Yes.
Okay.
And that leads to the first area of the game.
Oh. Is there like a gate behind them?
It's an open gate, but yeah.
Okay. I didn't go back there, so ever.
Yeah, you did it one time, but you end up getting killed. So you're like, I'm not gonna do it again.
Oh, that way. Yep. Yep, I know what you're talking about now. God, high stance on this is so much fucking fun. Fuck you. Nope. Thought that said forbidden armor. And I was like, what? How do I get that? I didn't even loot this guy. 2 revenant fights right here. Fuck. That'll lowered my guard right there. Oh, fuck. Alright, now I can look for more of those little green bastards. Oh, this is literally right there the whole fucking time. And I think I see one on top of that house. Maybe. If not, oh, it's a bird. But also something I haven't looted yet. So. Can I not do a drop down attack with a heavy weapon, strong attack? Didn't seem to work. Tried it twice now. Did not seem to work. Where are my little buddies? How did I die to that fucker? What? All the way here now?
I'm probably gonna head out soon. Just try to go to sleep.
Oh, shit, it's already. Yeah, it's getting kind of late.
Yeah. Plus, I usually end up waking up like at 8.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take that death as a good time to call it.
Probably level up one more time. Be like, all right, I'm done.
Well, thanks for showing me how to play this. And being here.
Hey, no problem. It's a pretty fun game.
Fucking 3.5 hours later. Jesus.
And you only died a million